Welcome back, fellow scribes. It's time for another round of Civ 7. This time we're going to play as Ada Lovelace as Great Britain in Antiquity, as you can see. So we're going to try to push that through Great Britain all the way. Now we do have some cool abilities here. So Ada's all about getting 2 science per age when we complete a civic mastery in her cities. So that'll keep pumping up every time we do a civic mastery. So there's a few there, that'll be pretty handy. And then every time we do a tech mastery, we get our total science and turned into culture for that turn. So that can be pretty helpful. Now I'm going to try something a little fun with Ada here I want to try out. So we're going to get a scientific attribute point, and we're going to do Dotaku here, this memento. So we get 50 science every time we spend an attribute in the scientific attribute tree. I want to try to jump start us a little bit and kind of see how that goes. You know, it could be a little fun little challenge. So we're really leaning heavily into the science right now. We'll have to see if we can even that out, but we're going to lean heavy into science. And then we have the British Empire. So 25% gold towards purchasing buildings and 25% production towards constructing them. That's great. However, our towns being converted to cities is more expensive, so that will take time. And then, of course, we have 1 science on active buildings adjacent to coast. So again, very, very science heavy. But luckily we can purchase things more effectively and build things more effectively. So there's that. Of course, we have our stuff that we can't use right now because that's modern. And then we got our mementos for this age. So our mementos, we got East India Company, 2 gold in towns, and 1 science if they're adjacent to coast. So again, we want to be coastal as much as possible. Really boost that science up, so we're going to try that out. And then if we get this in syncretism, we can get science on culture buildings if they're adjacent to coast, and culture on science buildings if they're adjacent to coast. So we'll try that out. Now, before we do the attributes, let's get put in place just so we can see all this happening. All right, we got our founder. Looks like he wants it in place. I agree with this. We got great resources nearby. Might go for the gold first. Probably do that. Also, what I like is pretty much all of our buildings placed down will be coast adjacent, which is really good for us. Really good. So yeah, let's go ahead and plant this down. And as you can see, we were adjacent to coast, so we already have a science going for us because of the palace. So now if we go in here, let's go ahead and grab a scientific attribute, put another science on it, and that should also give us our first tech, obviously. So there's that. We've gotten agriculture unlocked right off the bat, which also means we're going to be 1 turn ahead on this already. However, the AI will, of course, probably beat us to this stuff, but we are 1 turn ahead, so that is good news. Now, what do we want to start with? I am seeing some mines. I do see some forest. I think if our goal is the gold, we probably want to do pottery, so let's take a look at this. Yeah, I think pottery is going to be our start. We do want sailing sometime soon, so that is something to think about. And then after we get these, we're going to have to see what we're going for in particular. For now, oh look, we can even start on fishing keys and granaries right away. We won't right away, but I will go ahead and put down this fishing key because I do want to get out to this tile. And I think Kaelin stays all ages, so maybe I'm wrong. But either way, this is the fastest way to get over here for this wonderful tile, so we'll do that. That'll also be a science because it is adjacent to coast. The coast in the water counts as well, so that's good. So we'll put that down. Of course, we'll definitely start with 2 or 3 scouts. Let's do 2 for now and kind of see where we're at. I will admit I have kind of been trying this out a few ways, and the AI has been quite aggressive, I will admit. So I'm trying to figure out a few things. Okay, well, there's no point to scout this way, so this way it is. There we go. All right, now we're 6 turns on that, 9 turns on that. We'll kind of figure it out. Let's do the 2, and then we might kind of build up a little bit of a military. That might be our way to go about it. Now, my thought process, we do have a growth here. We could go here, which would be nice, but we want to get to the gold as soon as possible. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab this happiness. I think this is the right way. Oh, and then we can get into a science. Yeah, production science or science happiness. Both aren't bad. I wouldn't mind getting Mundo Perdido in here. It does kind of appeal to me. So we'll see. All right, so what do we got going along here? Ooh, very interesting, very interesting. So 1, 2, 3. We miss out on this rubies and we stop here. So looks like this is the end here. I don't know if we'd want to settle here or out here. We'll just have to see. But that's kind of good to know. And then we have 1 more tile out here. We're pretty much finished here. So this is kind of our, yeah, that's kind of our thing. That's our, oh, I think we can go out 1 more. Okay, yeah, so pretty much, yeah, we got a good spacing for London. So we got to figure out where we'll go next. I'm going to go down. I want to make the most use out of my scouts while I can. So we're going to kind of move around. All right, so let's go this way. No point in searching up here yet. We need sailing to even get over there. I wouldn't mind settling across this channel. It would be pretty helpful. A lot of good settles around here. definitely that we can probably make use of. All right, we got a new tech. We finished brickyards. Let's go ahead and go into animal husbandry. We will get into writing soon, but animal husbandry, we do have some woods that we can make use of, so I think that's really worth it. All right, so let's go this way, get another search off. Oh, we found a Colchion, or Colchion, yeah, Colchion, nice. That is an influence independent. We'll have to see about that. Not happy that they're angry with me already. Seems like everybody's always angry. All right, we got 7 turns on this fishing key. Let's go ahead and move down this coast, kind of see what we got going. This would be a good growth rate for us. It is 4 food right now. But I think grabbing the gold, yeah, it is a golden happiness. It's not very effective now, but it will be a lot later. So let's grab this. Also, it's an extra science right here. We can kind of get these loaded up when we need to. Looking at this, I don't know if I want to come out this way or this way. Part of me is thinking maybe building out this way. We'll just have to see. All right, do we want to get up close and personal to this? That is a mountain, so if they attack me, it's going to take time to run. So actually, let's just go around. Yeah, let's go around. I could search this, but it's not really necessary as of yet. So yeah, let's go this way. Oh, and then that volcano exploded, so looks like we saved ourselves a little bit of trouble. Okay, let's go down this way. Wonderful. I think you can reach this. Can you reach it as well? You can't? Okay, then you go along the coast here. All right, I'm seeing wonderful settles over here. You'll go ahead and grab this then. All right, we can get 45 science or 45 culture. Our science is going to compound very quickly, so let's go ahead and get culture to really help us out to move along. I think that's going to be the ideal situation. Perfect. We got chiefdom. Let's go ahead and get our culture going, so that way we can move that a little bit. Move the dial. Now, I do want to get British origins relatively soon, I think, because that gold and science will be great. And it's a settlement limit and a tradition slot, so real good stuff. For now, let's go into discipline, I think, because we do have a guy here, and I think that would be better use of our time to focus on either killing him or removing him. So, well, that's both. Killing him or at least having a military to be aware of that. As for this, we could think about warriors. I'm going to finish this fishing key. It's really going to help us get some food. And then the brickyard will be fantastic. Question is where? So we do have a good tile here. I say maybe we crush this woods. We have other woods we can work with. Although, I wouldn't mind doing this. If we get out here, we have a... Okay, these are 2s. Could make a 3 out of this. Even though we are getting science adjacency out here, the question is, do we want to put our science buildings there or put them over here? And it could go either way. In all honesty, I could get a good gold building out here or a science. This would be 3 science because it's a double and adjacent to coast. So there is that. So that's something to think about. We'll figure that out in a little bit. Looking at this, though, I don't think we will need a granary. Not really much in the way of farms to work with. So there is that. So we'll probably either do a brickyard or a warrior. But for now, let's look into our government. So I don't think we're going to be despots. We have to conquer settlements and stuff for that. Really the only thing would be getting science on production buildings for 6 turns, but we have to get into celebrations often for that. Everything else is kind of, you know, purchasing or building units, which can be very effective if we need it. I did say the AI has been aggressive in the last few tries I've done, but who knows? I don't think this would really help me in a pinch. Oligarchy's good. We can actually double down on our production of buildings and purchasing gold in fishing and farming towns. That 200 gold immediately is always nice. And then, of course, we have food and production on warehouse buildings, which is great. I'm also thinking, though, maybe we do Classical Republic. We can kind of prop up our culture a bit more while we're doing the science. You know, kind of even it out. Plus, this 100 influence would be pretty handy for doing other things. And if we need to make wonders, we got that going. So I think we're going to go for this. Also, we can get culture off of our great works while we're being so science heavy this age. So yeah, let's go with Classical Republic. We're going to go that route. Really help us out. And we'll just keep going. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this independent yet. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. Oh, we have another... Okay, good. Good, another coast. Coastal Lake does work. It does work. All right, get me over here. I'm going to pop a search. All right, I like what I'm seeing. All right, let's move on. Almost have that fishing key. That'd be really helpful. All right, 1 turn, perfect. I think we need to get to 4 or 5. I have to remember. Maybe I should have went that way. That's fine. Not a big deal. All right, there we go. We got our fishing key. That's got us to 4 people. Fantastic. Also, it acquired some resources for us. We're 2 turns on the build. Our next go, let's go ahead and secure sailing. Sailing would be very big for us. Now, as for the builds, we could start making a military. We are 10 turns from this. So I could do a warrior slinger and have that military option available. So let's go ahead and do that. And then our commander will be out. And then after that, we should go into productions. for sure. Yeah, we definitely want to go into productions. And I am thinking I will crush this tile, giving us access to a possible 3 for science. And even if not, it's a great gold building we would want to use anyway. So we're going to do brickyard, saw pit. We're going to plan those out. If something else pops up, we can always pause it. All right, so let's move around this way. I'm seeing a lot of gold, a lot of good resources I want to get out for. So there we go. And moving on. Let's see. We stop here. I wouldn't mind to settle here, maybe. I don't like being too crunched, but at the same time, it's like a good chunk. I mean, look at this. That's a great resource slot. Or spot, I should say. All right, we got some gold out here. The only downside is I don't know where people are yet. I'm sure we will run into them shortly. Okay, we could do... I'm going to do a fair. I know we want the culture, but I kind of like how we're planning out that culture, so let's do this. 16 turns is way better. That shaved like 10 turns off of our celebration time. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Let's go ahead and grab this. So that's actually 2 happiness and 2 gold, now that I'm looking at it, so that's even better. So a little extra, that'll trickle in. Better to have that sooner than later. Of course, later in the game when we can build things up quickly, we'll be set. All right, I'm really liking this coastal play. The only issue is who's out here, if there's anybody. So it just kind of depends. All right, let's see. Got some mountains here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have run into Alexander of Greece. I will be friendly with him. Yep, we're going to be friendly. Now, let's see how he's looking on stuff here. So he's 11 and 19. I am 14 and 13. So he's doing culture way better than me. So I'm going to offer him some science. And we'll just bank the other 70 because he might send us something or we might find someone else. That's worse off. Oh, look at that. There's Xerxes. He's at 0 right now, which is weird. We'll be friendly with him, too. Send him a friendly greeting. This will put us at 60, so that is just enough to do something. The only downside is I don't like knowing... Okay, he's at 0. I'm going to go ahead and offer to him anyway. Try to be friendly with the first people we meet. That might not always be the case. Okay, looks like they're right next to each other. And they have... Okay, so there's Parsa. I don't know where Alexander is, but he's not near me. Okay, that's all that matters. Oh, see, that's unfortunate for me, but we'll go ahead and take the 2 culture. You know, that's a nice little boost to our area. To be fair, we'll be down on the culture for a while. Okay, so he's there. He's got to be over this way. So that makes me wonder who's over here. Ooh, see Thep. I would probably be up for befriending them. They're also friendly with me, which is nice. Okay, you're coming at me, and I don't really need to scout that, so we're going to fall back. Let you guys handle whatever you're doing. Okay, we're 3 turns on the slinger and 3 turns on our commander. That's perfect. Can I grab this? I think so. Okay, next turn. That's fine. I'm fine doing that. It's what we need anyway. All right, there's sailing. Beautiful. We will be needing that. Okay, now let's go into irrigation. Would be pretty nice. I wouldn't mind having hanging gardens and a settlement limit. There's not many. Well, there is quite a few places in London to put it, so there is that option. Nobody else has researched it just yet. So we will push for this, and then we'll go into writing, because my main goal is to focus mostly on science. Okay, I don't want to push you too far ahead, because we need our guy, but still. Okay, lose 100 happiness, but get a population. Okay, or I can get 30 influence. That'd get me up to 50. That's still a ways away of doing anything, but it would get me closer to doing an acceptance of something. Let's go ahead and do 100 happiness for 1 turn. I'll take that population. I know that sounds like a bad idea, but I think it's going to be pretty handy. Actually, that is pretty handy. So we can go for 4 food or 4 food. Okay, well, in that case, I'm going for 4 food because this has way more merit for me later. That's great now, and it's even better later because then I can put that food into my towns. So, yeah, that's great. Also, I think we have enough. We can start settling. That's great. It's 6 turns, a little pricey, but, you know, it's just something we got to deal with. All right, there we go. So 1 turn and 1 turn. I like that. I will offer open borders. No real reason to refuse. Plus a little extra gold for me to take. Okay, there's a guy there. We're just going to go down this way. Yeah, they already got archers. That's a little worrying. Goodness. So, yeah, they went for... Actually, could they have done that already? That's a little surprising. Okay, we've unlocked our Shuriken and our commander. Let me check this. How did you already get to... Wow, with your science, you... Oh, he might have got an archer from a deal. That's what it is. At least I'm hoping. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do Discipline 2. Yep, we're going to get that out of the way. That way we can have 2 extra science in our city. We don't really need to change anything. We're kind of good where we're at for now. All right, we're going to move forward. Okay, now we have met Gilgamesh. And he is playing the Assyrians. We'll give him a friendly greeting. And we'll try to butter him up. He doesn't like us having multiple alliances, but we'll just have to see. All right, so I'm going to just take this guy in and move closer. I'm going to wait. There's no point in hitting this guy when I can get XP on him. Okay, I like how this looks, My goal, looking at how things are, I don't know what's above me, which is a little worrying, so I am a little worried about that. I wish I could support that, but the acceptance is also pretty nice for me. Oh, he gets the happiness, I get influence. Okay, I thought I got happiness out of that too, so I just get influence. Okay, that's still a pretty decent deal. All right, let's give this a pop off. All right, we found a Guthida. Okay, perfect. I'm just going to wait here, and we'll just keep moving. Oh, okay, I did not want to get hit into this. And we've found Isabella of Spain. Okay, very interesting. So she is the queen of these lands, apparently. We'll send her a friendly greeting, too. Just try to be friends with everybody, which probably won't work out. Now, she's doing high culture, so she's got a good wonder near her. So there's that. Actually, I'm now going to take a look. How are we looking? Did we meet everybody? Let's find out. All right, so we got 2 natural wonders. She has taken one of them already. We know that for a fact because that's how she spawns. And 4 civs. So we've met everybody. Yep, 5 of us on this island. So, yep, that's everybody on this continent. Okay, yep, I'm getting hit now. I'm going to run away from this. I'm going to try to put her scout between us so that way she can get hit, not me. Okay, Hagmatana. People are starting to do settles, not surprising. I'm seeing 3s and 4s. I don't like that. That means they might be working towards hanging gardens. Maybe not, but it's a possibility. I'm just going to run away from this. Yep, we're going to do that. Let's get you here. I'll put you here. Let's see if we can start attacking some stuff a little bit. He's going to run off. That's also expected. Okay, let's go up this way. All right, there we go. Might hunt him a little bit. I'm not sure yet, but we'll keep on the stuff. All right, yep, that guy's going to try to attack me. Let's try to squeeze around him. Ooh, this is very cool looking. I like that river. All right, let's go this way if we can. Luckily, we have sailing unlocked now, so that's pretty helpful for us. All right, okay, there we go. I shouldn't push my guy too far ahead, but here we are. Okay, I think you're... There we go. Oh, we got a celebration. Okay, 100 influence would be pretty handy. We could actually go for the wonder. I just don't know how many turns it would take is the problem. Okay, well, that gives me an idea. So that's 23 turns. I don't really think going for hanging gardens right now is worth it, so we'll just go ahead and grab our influence, because I don't want my my only settlement hung up on building wonders for that long. I'm going to just go ahead and take a little extra science and production. All right, yeah, this is what I was talking about. Gilgamesh already pushing a 30 here. Yeah, we're behind on the culture. We will try to have to pick that up through, like, masteries and things like that, but we'll just wait for now. Okay, we're at 158, which means we are closer towards... we could either try to do an influence with somebody. Okay, we're used up on everything. We can either accept their stuff or wait a bit. I'd rather befriend Sithep, I think. That would be a beautiful addition. Okay, this guy's running too far away. There's Hanging Gardens. I'm going to take this guy. I want to deal with Colchion. Yeah, Colchion. Let's go into writing. I want to get that library. Good, we got our saw pit cooking. Then there's the garden availability. There's also the harbor. We can make galleys. We do have 168 gold. Do I have enough for like a galley or something? Ah, okay. Yeah, Hanging Gardens is 22 turns, so... That would have been a long time, and I think we're better off building things, at least as of right now. Now let me go here. Oh, so that is where he is. Okay, yeah, we want to get some settles going, so I would actually prefer to probably snag 2 of these guys. Yeah, I want to get up to my number. Yeah, at least 3 or 4 at a minimum. I also need to see what's up here. Might be a good settle. Ooh, that is dangerous. All right, there's gate. That is 2 extra science for us, though. Let's try to heal here if we can. And where are we going to expand out? Oh, you know what? Let's get some city resources. I think the best ones would be out this way. So that is 4 food again, so we're growing very well. Now, let's go into mysticism. Wouldn't mind getting that Pantheon and getting the other mastery, because then we can have a total of 4 science in our cities, which would really help, you know, keep us honest, maybe even ahead. Just depends. All right, we need to go for this. All right, we're 1 turn on that. That should get us maybe 3 turns on ours. Perfect. I knew those numbers would work. All right, so we're 3 turns on settlers. That's great. Combat strength. I'm actually just going to accept this because we have enough. Let's start befriending Sithep because that seems like a great idea. So that's 170. That's a little steep, but I would like to have that cultural city-state. That could prove very useful for us. All right, let me go here. Okay, that's a mountain. Okay, and then more volcanoes. It looks like we're probably going this way. Now, I haven't decided where I'm going to fully settle yet. And there goes our scout. That was kind of something I figured would happen, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm going to auto-explore you. We're kind of got you over here, which is perfect. Yeah, we'll go ahead and explore this. This looks like a great area. We got these volcanoes we can make use of. The question is where we want to settle is the problem. That's not really a problem. It's just an idea. Actually, where this commander's sitting, maybe. Or over here. Well, if we go like here, okay. We would just have to figure out how to kind of acquire this stuff is the worries. But I think, like, in here is pretty good. We can eat up this lake. We'd be coastal. There's some good options. There's plenty of good resources. So we'll have to see on that one. But I think our first one will definitely be over here now that I know that he's here. So that is just something to think about. Okay, we do have a bad guy. Let's go ahead and put out our slinger and our warrior. And we'll just come up this way. Let's start getting some XP on this. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Let's go ahead and get some more XP. Probably even finish them off. Yeah, but let's heal. No reason to really mess with our guys too much. All right, perfect. We got our first one out. I do see that reason. My thought would be over here, though, because that actually takes care of our little problem. Okay, yeah, that's actually not a bad spot. I think... Okay, this is for the horses, obviously. I would rather go here, though, because we can at least get dyes. We get ivory. We got the tin here, which we actually go all the way out here, which is really good. So I'm going to go for this one first. It will probably make Alexander a little unhappy with us, but I'd rather secure this than spare his feelings. All right, let's get you back in. And then I'm worried about this, but we're going to go ahead and pull him out. Okay, now we know what's going on. Let's move that. Yeah, just keep you healing for now. All right, we have a narrative choice. I got 100 gold. Oh, for defeating someone. I'll take that. Oh, okay, well, since we're already befriending our guy, I'm happy to take this +6. That'll really help boost us. Gets us a little further to even. Wow, she has a wonderful wonder. I wonder what she got. We're at 330. I could buy my settler if I wanted to. That's not a bad idea, because I could buy him and then just go ahead and finish growing this one, and then I'd be up to 4. 1, 2, 3, and then this would be 4. And that does leave us with a bit of change left. It's not much, but I can get behind that. Also, the garden's not bad. That could really boost our happiness forward. And it would be good science and food, because we'd go here. I mean, look at that. That's a 5. This is a 4. These are great spots. Like, they're wonderful. Okay, so that's an option. I think I'm going to go the settler, though. I'd rather be greedy while I can. Fingers crossed on it, you know? That way we can get this guy out. Oh, okay. Because I made this guy, it went an extra turn. That makes sense. We're going to go here. That's our location. I don't know why it did all that, but I'm going to allow it because we need to mess with this for a little bit. All right. Yeah, let's... Okay, yep, we'll pull you forward. Looks like nobody's there. You've healed enough for this. Path Regatta. That is a bit of an annoyance. That is 1, 2... Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we could do our settles here. He would be upset, but this is a good strategic area. Also looking, I do want this one now because that offers silver. I probably won't beat him to the gold and other stuff, but we'll just have to see. All right, we got a scientific attribute. That's another 50 science for us. Let's go ahead and set up our science to show that. Let's actually do a... We can get a codex. That'd be pretty handy, actually. Going into currency, I do like... That's also helpful. Masonry wouldn't be terrible. That does give us walls and the ability to at least get some more influence. So the question is, how do we want to go about this? I think, ideally, we probably do our masteries a little bit. We also get the... If this says no... Yeah, that's... Also, stealing tech doesn't sound bad either. That can be another boost of our influence. Let's go ahead and do writing too, because that'll turn 22... That's like a whole turn of culture right there. And I'm going to go for getting 3 codices slotted, so that gives us 50 more science. So this is 6 turns. Let's watch it go down. So let's get in here. I'm going to go for building buildings, although the tech mastery thing is kind of what we're doing right now. Let's do buildings. Boom. So that was 50. It's now 4 turns. That thing is a very nice pickup for the start. All right. Okay, good. Good, good. No one's there. We can take that, be done with it. Let's disperse this. That's going to be some influence for us. And a promotion. All right, I think we'll do Bastion. Definitely going to be a Bastion game, I think. Because we'll be defending. I will accept these open borders. That's good for now. Speaking of which, how's Alexander looking? He's at 2 of 3, so... wrong button. Okay, so this might be a second. I don't like that. Okay, looks like he's going this way. That gives us a chance. Once this guy's out, we're going this way. Okay, I don't like that. But we're just going to have to accept it. Our plan is to come back home. Now that we have this, we can get, you know, some lovely tiles here. And then we can even come out and do a settle around here for more volcano tiles. So that's good. All right, we're almost in position for this one. This guy's moving. He should be okay, I think. We'll find out. Is that guy going to be attacked? Okay, he's being left alone for now. Good. Narrative choice. Oh, we're getting 25 culture. That's actually great because I didn't want this to go into mysticism. Perfect, we got mysticism. Let's change our policies. We could get more golden settlements, which I actually will put down because we are about to get some settlements down, so that will be gold we can use. And I say we go straight into mysticism 2. Reason being, we get that. We're almost done with this. We're about to get a boost into this. And then once we finish this, we'll get 2 more science. So that'll be pretty good. Okay, so what do we want as a religion? So someone took Goddess of the Harvest, God of the Sun, and that was it. I think stone circles might actually be a wonderful pickup for us. We have a lot of mines everywhere. So God of the stone circles is very, very helpful. We can take that, really boost our production. Other abilities, we already have the wonder thing if we use it, which we probably will here and there. We could double down on our science. We could also do culture as well on our quarters. You know, that could help kind of get us fixing our culture game because we don't really have a lot of mountains. That is kind of a downfall for us. So that would be a way to kind of boost our culture game a little bit. Fertility rights never hurts. Influence on altar, not a bad idea either. I say we just double down on the production. Yeah, so let's go with stone circles because I'd rather have production. Production in my thought process is always key. It's always king. So there's that. We're a little scrunched here. I don't care. This is still a lot of great resources. Yeah, because we got tin, we got iron. Yeah, this is just great. So let's see if Alexander hates us. Looks like he did not care, so that's even better. Let's go ahead and secure this. This is now even more gold because we now got 2 of these. So that's 2 gold and 2 happiness in each. Is it happiness? Yeah. 2 happiness in each settlement on top of the fact of what it already provides. So very good stuff. And we just got even more science. All right, so what we got here. Alexander did a suzerainty. Good for him. Probably, well, nope, not that one because it's still sitting there. All right, good. We got our last settler out for now. Now we have some abilities. These are starting to be appealing with the 17 turns. Someone's probably building them. It is what it is. I'm going to secure... All right, let me do a harbor in here. That's more science. Okay. Let's at least get the buildings placed. Altar here, obviously. Garden there. And my library. See, that's a 6 we can work with. I'm going to hold off. Those are what I want to build. I'm going to start with a galley first, though, for a little more exploration as well as protection. Oh, you know what? I will do my building first. Yeah, so let's do that. Because with the harbor, we'll be kind of set. All right, you're about to be placed. I'm going to go straight for this. See if we can kind of get that going. Oh, what happened? Oh, he lost his settle. I think Guthieta got him. I wasn't paying attention to that. That's crazy. All right, we need to move this guy then because we got to be careful of that defense. I don't know why you're going this long way, but I'll take it. All right, so good. We did writing 2. That gave us 25 science. So that shaved a whole extra turn off of our mastery we're trying to get. We got a codex. We can now steal codices if we want. Great stuff. Apparently we got some diplomatic actions coming in. I will support this with Gilgamesh. I'm down for it. If we can ally with him, anything he sends us will be free. The 3 food would be great. So she's going to get 2 food and I'll get 2 gold. Sounds good to me. I'm all for that. All right, now let's get into our tech. What do we want to go for? I think currency would be nice. Oh, it is 1 less turn. Yeah, we'll go that way. I do want to try to get to mathematics first. But I'm not that crazy on it. We don't have to get there that quickly. We could get masonry though. That is probably something worth looking at. I'm not trying to go down and down because you do kind of want to spread forward. Yeah, we'll go for currency. I think that would be good to up our money a bit more. We are going to be in a deficit of a few things right now because of how everybody's looking. Luckily, they're all giving me a thumbs up right now, which is amazing. I know I told you guys, oh, hey, I was having a rough time, and now everybody's just like, I don't know what he's talking about. We're the bestest of pals. All right, that was Gate from Xerxes. That's not a surprise. All right, we got a lot of good options. I think we just go for... the Cowrie again. Just go ahead and secure that. Yep, we got great stuff. It's giving us even more food. Oh, I guess not. Oh, never mind. Actually, yeah, we're going to drop 2 food and help Manchester grow immensely. That is just great. Also, did you hear that? Deer sound like chickens. Keep that in mind. Oh, man, I wish I could get more gold, but I'm just going to have to accept this. I could do it next turn, but it is what it is. All right, yeah, let's keep moving you down. We got to be careful of at least right here. Another reason I wanted this, it's great avenues of defense. Like, look at this. Like, we got a double here if we set it up right. As long as this guy stays pretty sturdy, we really don't have to worry about much. It's a great defensive settle to take, so we do want that. All right, we've got Mysticism 2, which gives us 2 more science, and we do have the 20% growth rate. I don't know if we'll use that, but we do have it available. Okay, I say before we do any of this, let's get into our British origins. Now's the time to do that. We're coastal on a ton of stuff, so we want to make the most of it. I'm going to keep this in. We're about to get the other settles, so this is fine for now. I need to get more happiness, so that garden is going to be very handy for me soon. All right, and then we're here. Perfect. What got built now? Oh, there's steel. Okay, I don't care. I wasn't going for steel. I'm trying to get the stuff so that way we can, you know, move ahead. Now, I could do some science here. This one of everything sounds great. but I want to make sure I get my stuff out here, because there is a chance someone could settle out this way. So let's go ahead and grab... You know what? Actually, I will grab this. These yields are pretty nice. We could put down a building or something. Is this a mine? It would be a mine. We're kind of more mine heavy here. We could just crush this tile with a mine. Also, it's cheaper if you want to take a look for me to buy stuff, so we can do that. We'll do the fishing key later for over here. For now, I'm going to secure a brickyard. So let's go ahead and do that, because we'll have more brick buildings, or, you know, more of these than we will anything else. All right, we're in position. I see why it suggests that. I totally get it, but I like where we're at. I also understand this settle as well, but yeah, this is the spot. All right, so now we have hull, and look at that. 2 science. These coastals count. They count. Let's go up here. I'm going to have to be a little careful. Guthieta probably defeated Xerxes, which is rather impressive. I could do more work in London. I will want another city at some point. It's just a matter of how soon will that be. How many buildings do I have available in London right now? All right, so there's those. Obviously a library. Got some wonders we can build. More people over here. Yeah, there's options. We'll go ahead and do the 10. I think that's worth it. So I kind of want to do this, but if I grab this, it's 2 food and 2 happiness. And we were just complaining about some things. So let's go ahead and grab this. Also, it's right here, so it'd be very hard for someone to... Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. You'd have to settle like right here and start claiming land, so we should have a bit of time on that. Also, with that, I can start building up hull, which is great. So look at that food. That's great. That's perfect. I could probably switch these, actually, because that would go down to... Oh, no. That would go down to... Yeah, no. These are just the way they need to be. Everything's where it needs to be. Oh, and then now we got this guy. Lovely. Wants me to come in 1. Would let me get to sheep, wouldn't it? I mean, we don't have to settle coastal. I mean, if I move in 1, that does still leave this settle open for me to grab crabs if I want to do that. But I can at least grab that wild game if I want. I can grab these rubies. I at least get this volcano tile, because then I can leave it open for a settle over here somewhere. Yeah, I say we kind of keep it as is. I think this will work. Famous last words, but hey. All right, there we go. We got our 4 to 4, which is great. I'm happy to have that. We could send more food to the capital if we want. And actually, I will grab this. Reason being, that's 2 happiness. So we can creep up our happiness some more and get celebrations happening a little more effectively. If anything, I believe Isabella will be more... Oh, look at that. Oh, 5 food already. That's great. I think Isabella is going to get the one thing first, the policy slots, so we'll just have to see. All right, so we're getting attacked now. That is unfortunate. Good thing we just got this boat. Like I said, that's what I wanted. Not to be attacked. I wanted the boat. All right, I don't trust this. Okay, Xerxes is coming out here. I think he wants some revenge, so I'm going to let him have that probably. Oh, maybe not. Actually, if I steal that, I can get production. This is an annoyance to me. Oh, Thep. We've acquired Thep. That's great news. All right, so we can get culture. Well, we have no culture buildings. We can get free civic. We can get a policy slot. Paper making. We can get culture on our saw pits and fishing keys. That'd be good. 2 culture on displayed codices. 5 production towards constructing wonders for every cultural city-state. Not bad. Policy slot. If I had to choose, I think a policy slot is more important to me than getting a civic or the extra culture. I'm gonna do that. Other things are probably more available, but I can do this, boost my growth rate. I think this just equates more effectively long term. And now I know more about where Isabella is. Looks like Alexander doesn't like me as much now. Why is that? We won the race. That's not good. Oh, we did settle too close to him. Okay. It's a little unfortunate, but... Oh, we could send him stuff. 26 science. Actually, that's perfect. Yeah, let's send him a collab, try to help bring him back to liking us. I think that would be great. All right, so let's go here. There is a guy. Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's get in here. I don't know if he'll attack us or not, but that'll work. Let Xerxes do most of the damage. Maybe I can swoop in. Will we be able to swoop in and take Guthieta? We probably could, actually. We might be able to do that. I am bummed that this galley is now going to have to heal. Oh, wow, I'm being decimated. That's dumb. Alright, so we're going to move on. I could slot the rubies. That gets me 4 gold. Oh, but we want these, don't we? Yeah, we want those. Let's go ahead and get this food. That'll help hull grow, and then we can grab that, and then we can work towards this. Oh, sadly, we won't be able to get that, but if we do a settle, we probably could. Alright, so I can attack and get rid of him, so let's do it. Apparently, there's a cliff here. Okay, so I just helped out Xerxes. That's annoying. Not what I wanted. I didn't see that cliff. Alright, you're going to attack me. That's a given. There we go. Now we're a little beefier. He should start running away soon. Alright, so Isabella built Colossus. That's, you know, it's going to happen. Let's go ahead and secure more happiness. Head towards the silk. That's a, wow, look at that tile. 4 production, 2 science, 2 food. Oh, that's nasty work in a good way. All right, let's get rid of you. Let's move in, and let's disperse. Beautiful, that's 100 production. That gets us this. We're definitely going down the Bastion tree, because my whole goal is to keep my guys happy and healthy. Yeah, because watch, cancel this, rebuild it. Boom, 1 turn. All right, so there's Athenai. He's got 2 settles. All right, looking at things, we're looking pretty healthy. We're good on the science. It's actually not bad. We just got to be a little careful. I need a settle over here. I don't like how open this is. I wouldn't mind coming over here. I wonder if that would count. That would be hilarious. I don't want to settle on him too hard like that. Mainly, I kind of want to stay kind of around this area. I am bummed we will have a hole, but it is what it is. Funny to say that because there's a hole right there. All right. Ooh, we are taking damage. All right, so we got hit again. What can we do here? Can we... All right, that's mutual destruction. I'm not for that. Oh, London's finished everything. That's actually amazing. Okay, let's secure more production. Manchester will be a city for sure. It has just great stuff all around because we've got a 2 and a 2. We can really make work of this. We can come out this way. I really like Manchester. Okay, so London's finished up its buildings. I'm going to attempt a hanging garden run. Okay, and we're going to attempt that. This is coastal. So is this. I mean, we don't get the science on the wonders. That would be crazy. I'm just trying to figure out where our best locations would be. And actually, I think here, because that gets us a double, and a double, and a triple, and a triple. So it kind of has some merit there. We can kind of work with this. So yeah, let's go here. It makes adjacencies that we can kind of work around. And looking at things, I say we're pretty solid for now. All right, you're healing. Can I get you inside? Perfect, we can run away. Yep, we're going to do that. We're going to run back home. Xerxes can handle that boat. Oh, I got built. Dersharican, right when we were worried about that. Okay, so our walls have fallen, or our defenses anyway. So now it's just the boat. All right, we got a tradition slot, a settlement limit, and the East India Company. We've unlocked this. Even though Colossus is gone, the market is amazing. And now we're getting even more gold and more science. Look at that. That's a beauty. All right, so can we finish you off? Yes. Good. He's gone. I don't know why he was so violent. I should have read who he was from. Either way, he's gone. We could go into this, get a codex, and boost our culture, because now we're making 2 turns of culture as our science. Not entirely, but pretty close. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab a codicy and get the currency 2 trading. That seems like a great idea. As for this, we can go into these or these. Is Petra built? It is not. I don't know if we'd be able to get it, but it would be a good attempt. Public life would also be good, because Oracle for the wild card isn't a bad idea. Then, of course, there's Terracotta getting us a free commander if we go for it. So Petra, I get production on improvements and 1 gold on districts and desert terrain. It'd have to be built in Hull. Could I get Hull set up enough by that time? I think maybe. Also, we can start trading with people. So yeah, let's go with Code of Laws for now. It also has a few other abilities that kind of appeal to me as well. Speaking of which, let's go back to Hull. Let's kind of regroup, kind of heal up. Yep, so yeah, we're going that route. Oh, also, if we go for this, we finish this, and then we'll get more turns shaved off of it. That actually is pretty good. All right, there's Jishi. Not a bad idea to possibly befriend them, because that would, if we get it, we could do a settlement limit. All right, I'm going to keep you here to heal. We got to take care of this. 10 turns. I do have some purchases, which means I should come over to either Bristol or Manchester, get some buildings down, even Hull, actually. Actually, Hull would be great for a fishing key. I put that down. If we go here, we can get across, and that's actually a pretty good science. And if I go here, I can get across. I think we'll do this one. I like that one better. Yeah, now we're over here, because we're kind of cut off if we want to get over here. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, we do have some stuff we can kind of work with. We do over here as well. We can see about that. For now, that's more food. Hull grows faster. It's a win-win. All right, there's Corinthos. Good thing we put that in. Corinthos can't really hurt us, but it's good to see it. All right, let's secure our gold, because that is now... Oh, I just want to get to this, but this still works. Yeah, so now that's even more gold and happiness. We're just going to keep shooting it up. Just going higher and higher. Let's go into the river. Hope it doesn't flood. Let's put you in Hull's capital. There you go. You'll heal faster. You should be healing soon. Yeah, I kind of need you to bump up. 20 a pop. Oh, wow, look at that. That's good. I think we will be going for masonry very soon. I do kind of want city walls and district defenses. All right, now looking at this, we can get more production, or I can get some science. What looks like... Oh, hey, how about this one that just gives me everything I want? That's actually a great idea. Or this one. Either one's fine with me. We'll do this one, and if I have to crush it, then I can just move it somewhere else. We are building a wonder. Let's do that. And let's plug in production on this. So it shaved at least a turn off. All right, what's going on? You know what? Let's cross the river this way. There we go. That's some safety. All right, Alexander's the only one that's not really friendly with us right now. And to be fair, we're competing with at least Gilgamesh and Xerxes on culture. Science-wise, we are ahead, and hopefully we can keep that going. Ah, perfect. Look at these tiles. Oh my gosh, this is just an amazing tile. I love volcano tiles. They're just immaculate. All right, you're at 11 turns. We're going to keep that. Yeah, we're just going to keep all of this because Bristol's at 8 without anything in it. So yeah, we're going to do that. All right. Let's try to get off these rivers if I could. They're kind of worrying me with the health I'm at. And at least now I can see what's over here. Xerxes, in my opinion, he's 2 of 3. I think he should settle more this way. Oh, he should definitely settle more this way. I do understand his worry, though, because... Oh, well, now I'm worried for my scout. Oh, what got built? What got built? Might be something important. All right, there's currency 2. That should shave a few turns off of what we were building. Pyramids got built. Okay, that's fine. All right, we got to grow our town. Oh, ooh, I like both of these. I like both of these a lot. Let's go ahead... We can get one more tile out this way. Actually, yeah, let's do the 10. Oh, yeah, because I can slot that. Yeah, that's actually a great idea. Okay. We could go into navigation. We do want to get to mathematics first if we can. I do want to... We're going to do a stop-off for masonry, though. I do want those walls. Dismiss, I think we only have... Okay, we have another slot. We just don't have it, the availability right now. Oh, okay, so we could actually lose the food and get some extra production. I'm actually going to get us some gold. Yeah, I'm going to get us some extra gold. Speaking of gold... I could buy a library. Oh, never mind. I'm a liar. I'm not a thief, though. All right, so what about Manchester? Okay, we have some options. The altar would be amazing in Manchester. I think... Okay, so Manchester and Hull, I think these are going to be my cities. I think these are our cities. Manchester or Hull for sure if I want to get Petra. So we're going to have to see on that. Brickyard at this stage would be great. So with a granary. Granary long-term... That does have a bit of merit. And the brickyard does definitely... have a lot of use. I don't really want to crush this. I think going this way would be the better call. Yeah, okay, I'm looking at this more. We will definitely be needing a granary. So let's do the brickyard first, though. We'll go right here. Might even get a saw pit. I haven't decided yet. Let's try to run away from this if we can. Looks like he actually hit me. Oh, man, you guys are dangerous. All right, so what we got here? All right, so this would give us a science increase, which would be big. That would be major. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is my 3. You can't even reach this. So the silver is always secured. Do we want to go for the silver now, though? And 1, 2, 3. We can get out here. I say we go for the rubies. That's 4 gold, which is equal to my production. Or I can go for science. Okay. Actually, we're going to go Empire. Let's go for the silver first. And we're going to go for the silver first. Okay, we got some influence finally cooking. I'm going to just do the 2 gold for me. And let's see who's kind of running things. I could talk to Gilgamesh a bit more. I think I will. Let's offer him a cultural. Kind of help him out. Oh, and then we have a bit left. Oh, we can actually support this, and I will. That will get us... That'll really boost our town's growths, which I like. Now, how much do we need for gold? 600. That is a little pricey. I could buy another building. Bristol... Okay, both of these are reefs, so there is that. Honestly, I think I'd rather crush this reef. That way we can, like, get the pearls, kind of move up this way. We won't be able to get those crabs, but we might be able to do settles over there. I don't know if a granary would be a long-term goal for me here. I mean, I see why it suggests it, but really this is the only granary spot. Everything else is kind of... is what it is. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's exact distance. I love exact distance. Do I have another settlement limit? I sure do. I think we need to get settled over here. Get this volcano tile rocking and rolling. How much does it take to buy a settler? It is... Oh, well, we got to build up, don't we? Well, if we got to build up, let's go ahead and secure... Let's do Manchester. Oh, that is a bummer. That is a slight bummer. For now, let's go ahead and secure more production in Manchester, though. I'm for that. Yep, we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, you're healed up. That is fantastic. You're going to stay here. Hull's kind of our main fortification. And now we can finally get our galley moving and explore the area, because there might be some settles up here we want to make use of. Alright, we are 1 turn on gardens. Hopefully we can acquire. I would like to get hanging gardens. That expansion attribute wouldn't be bad. Finally we can escape. Okay, there we go. Now we can see what's cooking. I already like the fact there's rubies over here. I think that was telling me our stuff has ended, and I would like to hit up... Oh, good. He's thumbs up with us again. Fantastic. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to save our influence and see what happens. We got hanging gardens. Fantastic. Canal water gushes. I'm all for it. Beautiful, beautiful. We can build ancient walls and all that. We have that taken care of. Great adjacencies for us. Great adjacencies. Okay. Let us move on to bronze working now, unless we want masonry 2. Yeah, let's snag that. That's going to give us 54 science turned into 54 culture. And we'll just go ahead and make settlers faster, which we might just do. Maybe not. I can make a settler in 4 turns. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's build a settler. It's always better to get things out early while we can. Market, we definitely want that market. Library, so we have a 6 now and a 5. Interesting, let me check why. Oh, because that has a science, that's why. Yeah, so we're probably better off building here on this library. Then that also gets us connected to this, which allows us to build other stuff out. Then there's also the monument. We can also just put a monument here. You know what? This is only a double, so is this one, of course. I'd rather have a monument here. I'd actually be down for that. Now, let me just see here. So that's 3 product. Okay, these are both the same. We'll lose both of these two, which is something. I would like to come out this way. Bursa would be amazing. Okay, yeah, so let's do a monument here. Yeah, let's plan for that, and we'll move on. All right, I'm being chased. All right, so what's over here? All right, an island. That's actually pretty good to know. It means a settle like right here or around here would be great. All right, not bad. Now, I've realized what I want to do with this now. We're going to go for Mundo Perdido after this. All right, let's secure this other just amazing tile. Yeah, we just got to have that. Goodness, look at those. Just chugging away in Bristol. All right, yeah, we're already putting that in, so we don't have to worry about pricing out a settler. We're better off just building stuff. Granary has 2 because that's one of them. So let me put down the brickyard first then. I should be getting science off of this. Okay, yeah, it showed it. It just wasn't equating it right away. All right, we can move that into, you guessed it, more production. Beautiful. Sadly, we won't get these sheep, but not really a concern of mine. All right, that scout might be dead if that explodes. Okay, oh, there's code of laws. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and change some policies. We have a tradition slot. Nothing yet. Let's go ahead and grab influence, though. Extra influence a turn would be great. As for this, where's Mundo Perdido? That's 9 turns. Let's head for that. We do have a lot of tropical. And now we're going to kind of head towards... Do I want to try for Maui? I do and I don't. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go for bronze working. We're going to head towards mathematics. There's Atheni. Oh, for trading? We might actually do that. Oh, well, it's the best option. Yeah, let's go to Atheni. Let's trade with our guy. It looks like Isabella is loving us right now. Does she hate anybody is the question. So she is neutral and friendly. All right, well, in that case, let's go ahead and see if she'll form an alliance. She does accept our alliance. So one downside is Gilgamesh won't like that. We go over here. That stands or supported the most endeavors and dislikes leaders that are in an alliance with someone else. So he's not going to like us too much. But he will like the fact that we are supporting and starting endeavors all the time. All right, so we're at 50. Really, Isabella's just running away with culture right now, which is kind of the only thing she's doing. I wouldn't mind talking to Xerxes. Oh, we have a research collab. Okay, let me recheck that then. I'm going to keep talking to Alexander, I think. Yeah, we'll send him that. The only downside is he's next to my ally. So he would definitely... Actually, I need to see what's down here. She's over here, so actually it's not terrible. All right, so my settler, I want to settle over here, and I do want to get another settle in here. That's kind of my feeling. Is she swarming Sethep? I don't know what she's doing, but she's got a lot of warriors, which does kind of scare me. All right, finally, we're over here. I kind of feel bad for Xerxes. Oh, man, I wish I could see what that is. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for Xerxes. He's got all this land over to his right that he should be making use of. 50 excess happiness by somebody. Good for them. All right. I'm getting close to this volcano again. That's a mistake. All right, yeah, we could get up here. That's a later settle for me. Over here is what I want right now. I'm not doing that. That's a bit much. I don't want to get in on him like that. All right, so... You're fully over, so 1, 2, 3. So, like, pretty much this is the settle I would want. Yep, covers all the volcano tiles I want. It's coastal. Yep, kind of stops right there. I want this one. And that is, like, equidistant from, like, Hull and everything, which is great. All right, we can explore this some more. That'll be our 5th. I kind of wish Hanging Gardens gave a settlement limit, but I understand. All right, do we want to come out to this stuff? I could do the fish. I haven't slotted fish yet, because we are all the way out here. We could also do specialists. We have that ability now. We do have that. Well, if I do this, I can then put down my monument when it gets crushed and then move him somewhere else. When's my monument getting built? Next turn? Do I really want that monument there? I mean, we gotta put something there. That's a 6. That's a 5. That's a 5. Yeah, if I put this here, then I can have building here, which is a 3. It'll at least show me what's available. You know what? Yeah, let's just do that. We're gonna do that, and I'm just gonna come out here for a 1-3-1. Let's secure our iron at this stage. There we go, perfectly spread out here. We are getting a good amount of gold for more building. Why is she coming into Sethep here? I don't know what this is about. I think she's just moving. There wouldn't really be a reason to attack that. We're allied, and it wouldn't be fighting her anyway. Okay, where's our next growth? Hull. Let's secure our silver. I don't even think you would have been able to grab that, but hey, we have it. So now we have food and gold, so we're just making even more gold. we have a ton of gold. All right, so there's that. Let's keep exploring this island. I love this island. I definitely want to settle it or see who's on it. And we're about to get our market. Manchester could get a... Okay, so we're at 450. We're at 5 turns. Oh, that's right. We do have Petra unlocked. We actually have to get this going. So that's 450. I can wait a turn and make Hull into a city. Let's do that. Although I have a feeling... Oh, that was Maui. Okay. Well, in that case, we could still go for what we're doing. Do we want to do culture or science? I say we go science. Yep, that gets bronze working out of the way, which is really helpful. Really nothing to slot right now, but we can. Let's go ahead and get Hull up and running. Let's buy this, convert to city. I'm going to go straight for Petra. It's a 29-turn Petra. That's a long time for sure, but it does have a lot of merit. This would actually be ideal. Can I get 1, 2? Okay, I can actually get out here to a 2, and if I go here, this is double. Yeah, that's perfect. And that makes a 3 on this science. So let's do that, Petra. I would like to make more purchases, but it's going to take time. What do we have that we don't... Okay, Harbor's the only thing that would give us a little bit of production, other than, like, getting a barracks. And the altar would be the main thing, so we'll just have to wait, like, 3 turns, get the altar purchased. That's more merit than the barracks. Probably also cheaper, too. Alright, if I go for this, my infantry units are stronger, and I can get through my culture tree faster, because I almost have 3 turns of culture in my science now. If we do that... Yeah, this was Maui, that's built, so we're out of the way of that. Could just go for engineering. Bursa wouldn't be a bad pick. Yeah, let's go ahead and head towards Bursa. Oh, we have another slot. Actually, I could move one of these, because that's actually 4 food. I could just move this into the capital. You know what? Let's move both of these. So there we go. We lost 4 food and gave Hull 6. Oh yeah, because we moved the dates. I was about to be like, what's going on? Ooh, I should probably get you more production, shouldn't I? Move that up to 15. Yeah, let me do that instead. So we're gonna lose 4 gold, but if I do 15 production, I think that shaved at least a turn off of Petra. All right, give me a search here. Not bad. All right, so how are we looking over here? Not terrible. Okay. Yeah, I definitely see merit over here. So, there's that. Oh, perfect. We've got this. What are you building? Wei Yang Palace? Okay, that's fine. I don't care. Okay, this is perfect. I can move the crabs somewhere. Looks like the capital's the only place with the ability for crabs. I'm going to do... I can get more happiness. This is happiness and production. Let me move this back down, or I can move this. I think we should just do this for now, so I can see how much that is now. And this has one warehouse building, so that's only going to equal 1 food. Putting this in the capital is more worth my while. Yeah, because that's 4 food. We'll do that. Drop this. Get me the dates, because that's worth more. Bristol's at 15. That's not terrible. We can work with that. Yeah, it's growing. It's growing fine, so we're okay. All right, yeah, let's move forward. Oh, we're down to 23 turns now for 21 turns for Petra. That's really good. Okay, we're going to try to accomplish that if we can. Altar's 316, so if I just hold off for like 2 more turns, that would be the idea. We're going to try to heal here. I don't know how well that'll work, but we're going to try it. All right, well, we're going to sit here. You belong to Sinhalis, so that's probably what that is. We'll see. All right. Let's move. I am going to wait. I need to be here to see what's over here. Okay, we have Bristol growing again. I say we just go for production. There we go. That way we can get the most out of this volcano. Bristol does need a few things, but we're going to wait. It has a town focus. Let's hold off for now. Let's move on to the next turn. He built Tarsus right where I wanted to go, so that is unfortunate. Oh, not where I wanted to go, but close enough. Okay, so we could come down here if we wanted to be that guy. There's over here. How many turns is this? Not 10 turns. It's a lot of turns. Or we can come out here. That's 7. We could come out here. That's 6 turns. I don't really feel pleased about that one. I'd rather find coast. I'm not doing this. That's a terrible idea. And these are just too scrunched for my liking. So we could go here. I'm not opposed to it. I mean, we don't have to be coastal all the way every time. Also, if we do go here, we can acquire silver. We shut down him settling anywhere closer to us. So he will hate us for that. So that's some options. How many are we at? So we're at 5, 6, 7. So we can get up to 7 settles. So if this is 5, we would have 2 more settle options. We're definitely coming over here if we can. We're better off just making another guy. And I do want to kind of probably come up here as an option. We're just going to have to leave this as is. No one's settling in this area. Don't care about any of those. So yeah, we're going to take this. I also just realized there's gold right next to it. There's a lot of resources we can pick up, so let's do it. Gilgamesh has done 10 endeavors, apparently. He gets 10% towards building wonders, and I just get 6 culture. Well, very well. Very well. We're just going to have to take it. I can't support it, even though I want to. All right, we got our monument. That's a little help. Okay. Initiatives, we could build some stuff up, which I am kind of feeling like we will have to do shortly to a degree. We should go for our library and barracks. So now that I can see what's here, we got a 5, we got a 6, and we got a 6. Okay, so basically, if we have a double in coast, it equals a 3 adjacency like I thought. Which, I mean, that's not a big deal, just pointing that out. So the question is, how do we want to go about this? So 1, 2, 3. I know I said I wanted to build this way, but I kind of need some things like Bursa to kind of help prop this up to an effective degree. Where's my bath going? Oh, it's 2 food. And a science. I don't know what else I'd build on that. I could do a gristmill later. That's true. I just don't like the fact I'd lose 3 production, but I'm gonna have to crush this eventually anyway. I just realized if I built Bursa out here... Oh, I could build Bursa here. Okay. I'm starting to pick it up. Yep, let's do a library. That's 6 production. We're gonna put a barracks with it. That's gonna be great. Alright, we're gonna do that. So that option's done. Hull is 18 turns on this. Let's see if we can crush that with an altar. 15 turns. Beautiful. We're gonna keep trying that. Alright. Still no dice, huh? I don't know who's there. And that kind of annoys me. I need a settler or something for that. Alright, let's move on. What got built now? Lighthouse. Okay, yeah. There's Mundo Perdido. That is also something we would want. Ooh, we got some great ideas for Mundo Perdido. Yeah, if I go here, that's the palace. And then I have a double, which is a triple. Okay. Actually, I could go here and actually make my culture building viable. I do like that. I actually can get behind that. So let's do that. Mundo Perdido is 13 turns. I'm going to move that to the front. Okay, now we got to move our production. Let's go ahead and just get our production we lost back. Also, all these are tropical tiles, and we want Mundo Perdido. Hopefully we can get it. All right, we're 9 turns in for a lot of these. Oh, that's right. We also got more science because that was in a thing. So we need to see who's going where. I think they're going for these. I'm going to try to shoot for Oracle. We have a lot of rough terrain, and I'm fine crushing a mine for it. We are building wonders, so let's get into that. And we can slot... Let's keep that alone. I have 1 scout left, I guess. All right, that's now 10 turns for Mundo Perdido. That's great. Could I get another scout, actually? Actually, speaking of stuff, I'm going to move this commander now that I'm thinking of doing a settle around here that's going to be upsetting to people. Are you upset with anybody? Friendly, neutral, hostile, and helpful. Okay. Xerxes, that worries me. I'm going to see if he'll want an alliance, though. He takes it. We got a triumph. We can do that next stage if we want. I don't know if we will, but we have the option. I'm still bummed about this, but if anybody were to fight me, Xerxes would probably be the one to do it. It's unfortunate, but either way, I'd rather have allies now, and he's friendly with Isabella, which is even better. So, my allies like each other, which is a win. Okay, yeah, I still appreciate this, actually. It's a pretty good settle. Yeah, in fact, we can get gold and more silver. That's great. Also, it will probably open up the ability to trade with Xerxes, which I'm for. Okay. I have 149 gold. I almost have enough to make a building, so that would be nice. I also wouldn't mind buying a guy, but we'll see. We are competing for a wonder. It looks like he's going for Perdido. Where is he building it at? I don't see it. I don't see where he's building it, but apparently he's going for Perdido. So, I'm going to have to accept this. I don't want combat strength at the moment. I wish I could see where he's building this. He will probably beat me out on Perdido, though. Oh, wait, no. He's building Petra. He's building Petra. That's right. Okay, yeah, of course he would build Petra. He doesn't have Perdido access. I forgot I had another one in the oven. So we might miss out on Petra, even though we put all this time into it, so... That's just something we're going to have to accept. 3 happiness in cities for both leaders. I will accept that. I do love the happiness. So we're at 57, now 63. I'm just going to go here. Have a very small military. We definitely need to build that up. You've got to be kidding me. Bermuda Triangle's right there. No way. That is a beauty. All right. Thou ever restless sea, God's half-uttered mystery. Where are all the ships that sailed so gallantly away? Albert Layton. Okay, that's an annoyance because it's too far away. Even if I settled here, I'd get 1 tile. If there's a settle nearby next stage for that, I will snag it in a heartbeat. I wonder if that's considered a... Oh, I guess that's R2, isn't it? I wonder what she got as her wonder, by the way. I would love to know that. All right, let's move on. I'm ready to hear the disappointing sound of losing a wonder at any time, because he is doing pretty well for himself. Ooh, well, if you're going to give me that, I will support it. Yeah, I will support that. I do need the culture. To a degree. All right, our settler is coming in. I'm just going to kind of move around, keep an eye on things. We could probably get this wine. I forget where I'm settling exactly. Oh, I think it's right here. Okay, I won't be able to get these, but that's not really... They're on the other side of a mountain. That's kind of useless to me. All right, Hull. We're at 10 turns. Is there any way to... ooh, we might be able to push this a little more. That would be great. Yeah, give me a barracks. That gets me a 5. Or I could go here. Oh, wait, we want to go here because that's the supposed Petra location. So let's do that. All right. And then we can move this into... Yeah, let's go for the rubies. 8 turns. I'm going to try everything I can, but there is a solid chance we don't get it. And we'll just put this in here. All right. Yeah, we're going to try to push every way we can. Something got built that was Wei Yang Palace. Good for him on that. Who got this? An unmet player got the 9. Diplomatic action. I can only accept it. But at least we're in an alliance. And I think her whole thing... is she's cool with me as long as I don't have wonders. Yep. And then I don't have them, so she likes me. Gilgamesh is still happy with me, even though... Oh, with a decay over time. Should I try to ally the Burrell? Let's see if he'll accept an alliance. He might say no, though, because I am already allied twice. He took it. Who's he hate? He hates nobody. What a chill dude. What a chill dude. He's at 38 culture, by the way, and I actually will give him a cultural exchange. Now, anything he sends us should be free for us to accept or support. Okay, so you're growing all the way out here is done. We could get more of this. Yeah, let's grab more of this. Manchester's kind of done. I do need to get a a fishing key in harbor at least. We will go ahead and secure a fishing key. There we go, a little extra food. I did shave a turn on getting people. All right, let's go back. So at this stage, if war breaks out, we would only have to worry about Gilgamesh unless people betray us. Because betrayal is an option. We're 6 turns on Petra. We've unlocked Bursa as well. That's great. Let's see where we're at. Dang it. I just keep spending my influence everywhere. That's all I can do. All right, as for other things, let's go into mathematics now. That's what we want. Or... you know what? Give me 4 turns of this for a double. That gets me a courtesy on top of the fact that I will finish some culture and I might be able to get some more things going. Oh, not that. I wanted to get in here. Oh, I don't have my library yet. That's right. I stopped building it. How much does my library cost now? 216. Okay. We gotta wait on that. Our alliance is weakening with who? That's probably Gilgamesh. Oh, good. You're perfectly healed. I'm gonna let him just explore. Oh, wow. That's scary. Probably Gilgamesh not liking things. No, he seems to be fine, but he's the only one that's over there. So I don't know why it would be weakening. Okay, I don't like this. It's kind of scary, but we're gonna hold out. I don't expect Xerxes to just randomly declare war, at least as far as I know. No, we are moving that 1 extra turn. I'm not settling suboptimally just because someone's in my way. All right, that was Emil Bell. Yep, our guy's getting attacked as he does. Let's go ahead and run away from that. Perfect. So someone built Emil Bell. Good for them. We're working on Mundo Perdido here. Let's go ahead. What looks good? 1, 2, 1, 1. Probably. Yeah, the happiness does sound pretty good. Also, with all these tropical tiles, with Mundo Perdido, if we acquire it, that's going to be, like, amazing. Oh, perfect. We can get this lovely volcano tile as well, which means Bristol should get a saw pit. Yep, I'm getting a saw pit just for that one thing. Okay. Ooh, see, look at this. 0. It costs me nothing because we're allies. I will support that. Oh, my gosh. That's what I'm talking about. See, Gilgamesh is great for war, and he wants to be in one alliance, but if you play him and get a whole bunch of allies... you could send things out for free. All right, come on, guys. You need to move. Everybody's in my way for this settle, and it's kind of annoying me now. Everybody's stepping on this tile. Step off. Thank you. All right, so let's get in place. 1, 2, 3. This is what I wanted. Yep, yep. Okay. Yeah, this all looks great. It shuts out all this fresh water except for there, which I don't see him settling that. I'm 2 tiles away, even though Hull's probably going to take these. Oh, I can get the camels. That'd be good. Yeah, this is a great settle. There's Bradford. That probably... okay, Gilgamesh finds me helpful. Alexander completed. Okay. Yeah, let's get the gold. Pushes us this way. Bradford, what would you be able to acquire for me? Actually, I might let Bradford take these. Hull doesn't really need this stuff over here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I need to get out here. Just trying to figure out what I want to do and where. I do see a granary in the works. We're going to go ahead and do a brickyard, of course. Do we just crush this forest now? We do have at least a few forests that will work regardless. Or I can crush this. Let's crush this in a more optimal way. Let's at least put the brickyard over here. This is a double, though. I don't really want to... yeah, we actually have to do adjacencies regularly here. Oh, we do have a triple here. Oh, and a double here. Okay, so I'm going to crush this tile, actually. That way I can put my sciences over there. All right. Let's try to be careful with you. Goodness, look at all this. It's just amazing land. This continent is amazingly beautiful. I want to explore more of it, but sometimes you just can't get the option. All right, we're set where we need to be. I don't like being between these two, but it's not terrible because one of them's my ally. It also should get me close enough to actually trade with Xerxes, so he'd probably be happier to be with me. 3 combat strength for fortified districts. That's great. We're gonna hit okay, and we're going to push. It's 13 turns for enlightenment. I do need the rest of these. We'll be grabbing them very soon, but I do want to maybe try for Colosseum here, so we will do that. Petra's 3 turns. I don't think I have any other... Oh, except for my harbor. So that's about it. I think Xerxes is about to beat us out on this, though. We don't need any of this right now, so really our government's looking pretty solid. So we'll take it. Let's go ahead and just auto-explore some more. There's Gilgamesh. We finally found him. All right, we're going to kind of move this way with our boat. I think we're going to lose Petra this turn or next, probably. Oh, we are being attacked in Bristol. That's unfortunate. All right, we got another Codas. We're now 11 turns, so we shaved 2 turns, almost 3 off of entertainment, which is great. Okay, let's get a Codex. That should push us. Oh, we don't have our library yet, but we have enough codices to start slotting things, so we need to get that going. Okay, let us do mathematics at this stage. Yeah, I think it's time to do mathematics. All right, we'll get over here. I don't want to do next turn. We're getting attacked in Bristol. Okay, I can't get my guy, so yeah, we'll just do an archer, and that should be plenty to defend Bristol. Okay, so my annoyance is we will get 1 turned. That's unfortunate. All right, he's attacked us, but if we do that, he should leave. So will we get both wonders, 1 or none? Let's find out, huh? Let's hold it right here, see what we get. So, are we double the wins, double the losses? There's Mundo Perdido. My light is great. I am the path and the foothold of the people, because my eyes are of metal, while my teeth glitter with jewels. Popol Vuh. So we got Mundo Perdido. That was kind of a set in stone. Well, not set in stone, but if you're a tropical start, you got a good chance. So there's Perdido. Now, did we acquire Petra? And we acquired Petra. Double whammy. Sedentary life is civilization's goal. It marks the end of its life and heralds its corruption. Ibn Khaldun. What a beauty. What a beauty. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. All this stuff now getting production or gold. Look at all these tiles. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, we're growing again. We could go ahead. I'm going to step over here. That's going to take off Hagmatana, but now we can get this if we want. Xerxes has changed from friendly to neutral. That's to be expected. We are kind of stepping on his toes a little bit, so I understand. All right, so now we have Oracle and Bursa. Oh, wow. Interesting choices. If I get Bursa here, I have an amazing spot, but let's focus Oracle first, because I would rather do Oracle. This would be dumb. That would kind of ruin us. I think here is break Oracle. That makes this a 3. This will be a 2. A 2-3 is a wonderful thing. And if we go here, we have some adjacency options we can work with. Because I'm not getting science buildings all the way out here. That's not happening. So yeah, let's shoot for Oracle. Okay. We're going to do that. This guy can just sit tight. We're not doing anything else. Let's finally get into some areas over here and see what's going on. She's at 5 of 8. So yeah, she's got so much culture. She's got all of her stuff. That's insane. Okay, we're building our library and barracks. Where can I put Bursa is the question. I think ideally we would probably go here. It makes a 3. This is a nice gold building too. So is this one. Question is like growing out to this stuff is the issue. But we do have 2 wonders in our capital. We could go for a 3rd. I could also see about turning Manchester into a city. 750 gold. Ooh, that is expensive. Let's at least get more gold out of this, though. We're going to get an altar. There we go. So we have 3 altars. That equates to a ton of production for us. So that was a great purchase, because that production turns into gold. As for London, question is, do we want Bursa here, or do we want to wait and see if we can get Bursa in Hull? That is something we got to think about. Also, all of our tiles are now getting a ton of science if they are tropical. Unfortunately, we will be crushing a few of these here and there, so that does hurt a little bit, but it is what it is. So let's see here. I could do Bursa. If I put it here, that makes this a 3 as well, but this is a 3, and if I put it here, I can make a 4. And there's a 4 out here that I'd love to make into a 5. What will I put there? I say we leave Bursa alone for now. We might even lose it here in a turn or 2. That was Oracle, wasn't it? That was definitely Oracle. Alexander beat us to Oracle. He is playing Greece. That's to be expected. That's fine, actually. So we'll go ahead and secure our 5 production instead, and we can get closer to camels. And now we've answered the question. Good thing we waited on Bursa. Let's go ahead and build that. And ideally, where would we want to go? I think I'd probably want Bursa here as an opportunity. Not that we would really build culture out here, because we're already got... Well, we got one set up, but yeah, we got culture buildings here we can work with. Oh, actually, I could put it here to boost. Ooh, we will put it here. That's actually a great idea. We'll miss out on an adjacency, but we'll have a 4 adjacency for our science. So this is like great. This is perfect. If we can get it. So yeah, we're going to shoot for Bursa there. All right, we're finally looking at Isabella's land. Hopefully we can find a location that's suitable for our means. I don't like this. Is there a way to make Xerxes kind of feel a little more at home? I'm not going to denounce his military presence, but we will prep for it. Yeah, let's at least get some people out. There we go. That works. I don't expect him to really attack us, but if he does, you know, yeah, you see he's thinking about it. Alexander has declared war on Xerxes. I will actually stay neutral in this war. He definitely kind of threw me at that because I'm in the way. Like, I'm right there. He goes, hey, look, you can deal with it. All right, so that's our 3. We got a narrative event now, which guess what? Is 50 science. And that also, ooh, we can get another codex. That's not a bad idea. How many codices do we have left to slot anyway? We have 2 more, so that's another library. And then if I have another, that's 3. Actually, I will do this. And the reason being is because I should have something coming up that will show that off. I'm actually going to go here. Yeah. I don't expect him to fight me, but he might. There it is. Okay, so she had Machu Picchu the whole time. Shiva is signless, without color, taste, smell, that is beyond word or touch, without quality, motionless, and changeless. The Linga Purana, or Purana. Okay, so she's getting culture and production. That's insane. And then she gets happiness on improvements of rough mountainous terrain in the settlement. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a great pickup for her. All right, so now what's happening? Gilgamesh has declared war on Alexander. Okay, so all my allies are now starting to war each other, so I'm going to stay neutral again. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. So that's where you are. There we go. Just want to have this kind of going on. All right, Toledo's there. Good to know. Yeah, my military might is not in the ways of this. Okay, so we've got that done. So I should probably build up a little bit of an army. I think that is definitely something that needs to happen. An amphitheater would also be a great thing to happen as well. For now, where are we at on things? So we're 5 turns on mathematics, which would open up the academy for us, which is a big deal. So let's actually build a few things. Let's get this to finish our commander out at least, and then we'll go from there. Okay, you're here, perfectly safe. All right, we're 7 turns on Bursa. It'd be nice if we could acquire that. My main goal is actually if I could go for Great Library. We have missed out on Bursa. Isabella built Theoderic, and it didn't tell me who built Bursa. So that's weird. I'm just going to assume it was some distant civ then. Okay, I still need to build a fishing key in here, don't I? Let's go ahead and grab this happiness, though. Fire upon you. I'm going to go ahead and put my fishing key in. Oh, this altar has no effect. Interesting. All right, let's do a fishing key and a harbor. That's more science for us. Beautiful. Now we can get out to here. What do we have in action of? Combat strength. I will actually support this. He might actually be able to really give Xerxes a run for his money. And I could actually try to acquire some things from Xerxes if I wanted to. All right, I don't like that these are 1 turn, and I have no other options, really. You know what? I do have an option. I'm going to go for a military commander. That's 6 turns. Normally, he's like 8. So yeah, let's put that into a commander. Celebration-wise, I have no wonders. In the terms of wonders, we have no wonders. So we'll just grab some influence. And let's go for independent power combat strength, because I do see a few of them kind of mulling around and I don't like it. Manchester, give me this harbor. And, oh, we could start getting some walls in places. Oh, well, Bristol can't. Bradford would be the first attack, so I am going to go ahead and wall it. Perfect. All right, and now we'll just keep exploring the land here. Man, she is getting sick. 6 science on this. What on earth? Why does she have so much science? Does Spain have some cool abilities I don't know about now? No? No, okay. Anything else? Where's she getting all this? Is this just the yield bonuses for being, you know, being an AI? I'm up to 100. That makes me happy. All right. Oh, right. That's Bristol. That's fine. That's fine. We're aware of that. We're aware of that. I was getting very scared. Local festival with Gilgamesh has ended. Combat strength with Alexander. I'll support that as well. Yeah, so these guys can kind of do their own thing. I'm going to redeploy you over here. Actually, I will go ahead and upgrade these guys. Okay, yeah, the archer's better. Ooh, Look at all this, man. She is spreading very well. I would like to get one more over here, and I am feeling a settle up here. What is this? Is this... That's the one we destroyed to make a beautiful Bradford settle. All right, yeah, he's... I think he's trying to just kind of skirt along to get to Alexander. So it's kind of funny. These two want to fight each other, and I'm literally between them. Literally. All right, so I should be getting more science because Perdido puts science on improvements and happiness on districts in tropical terrain. Oh, the happiness. I forgot about that. That's actually a really big deal. That's a really big deal. I could go for some specialists. I don't know if I'd be able to get enough of them, though, but it is an option. All right, I think I'm going to go for this. That looks really good. A lot of happiness and science we can work with. Manchester, I do want the dyes, but I need to secure all this tin. It's beautiful. Ooh, that wine would be great. That's actually 5 happiness, and then I get 5 culture for every celebration. Yeah, let's go ahead and secure that. All right, so we finished up our army commander build. Let me go ahead and secure these guys into the commander. Upgrade this guy to a spearman. I think they're just... Okay, that's Alexander, and that's Xerxes, so they're doing their thing. I'm getting another commander in Hall, so that's great. I could go for an amphitheater. It's actually not a bad idea. I'm going to secure a galley again. Let me get a settler going, because we are 3 turns. So the moment we get that, he won't be in place, but he will be available. Do we want to move any of this around? So we're at 38 and 34. That's actually pretty reasonable. The food's good for now. So yeah, let's just grab 4 gold. 18, 18, and 7. Let's go ahead. Yeah, we'll confirm that. Bradford. Oh, actually, maybe Bradford should get more food than Manchester, huh? Maybe. All right, let's keep attacking this. We're going to get another galley. I think it's a great idea. There's Madrid. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, she acquired all that from Madrid, which I don't even blame her. Why wouldn't you? All right, so you're hurting me. I don't like it. Bunch of stuff going off. Let's at least get rid of this guy. There you go. He's gone. I'm just going to keep exploring around here. Oh, she had like a peninsula area, and now she's down here. Interesting. All right, so Alexander has changed our relationship to, I guess, still loving me. Xerxes, I could send him a cultural. Yeah, let's send him a cultural. I'm fine helping him out. I don't... As long as we stay neutral, we should be okay. I don't like Tarsus, though. The fact he only has 3, I could actually... you know, that is something to think about. So Tarsus is coastal, so that is plus. So is Hagmatan. He only has 3 settles, so it does kind of, you know, make you feel like it's worth a shot. All right, so there's Pyramid of the Sun, and there's the Academy unlocked. And we got to mathematics first, so we now make... projects faster in this age. It's always the big number when it comes to that. All right, we can get science on our blacksmith or culture. I'm going to go with culture. We have a ton of science. Let's slot 6 of these and get an attribute point. Ooh, I will support this. I'm running out of influence. I just don't have enough. We're about to get our commander, which would be a real big play. Dang it. All I can do is accept that. I should have waited. I need to take a look at those instead of looking at the first thing that comes my way. So we're going to go into mathematics 2. We were the first to get mathematics, which means I do want Pyramid of the Sun. If we can go for it. So that's 12 turns. 2 culture on quarters in this settlement. It must be placed on flat terrain. Okay, so that shows availability. This is a 4 I want my science on. If I put this here, though, that makes this science central amazing. Like, that's a pretty big deal. I think we do lose rubies after exploration, but that's no big deal. Yeah, so this would be great. So that's an option. Let me see if Hall has a good ability for it. Also takes 14 turns in Hall. Let's see here. I could try to get it here and then have that 4 again. Question is the 2 culture on quarters in this settlement. That does build. That does build. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here we have... We don't even have... Okay, we have 1, 2... Oh, we don't even have 2. So Hall would take time to build up, but Hall would be 1 turn faster because it's about to finish this. So it's 14 turns. This is 12 turns. Actually, let's build Pyramid of the Sun here because I haven't even started on my settler yet. All right, so that's 11 turns now, even better. And we'll just move this over to this. So back to 11. We got ourselves another boat because I probably have enough money. I could just buy a guy. I need 520. I can do that in 2 turns. So actually, I get my guy a turn faster. How about that? So there's Pyramid if we can get it. We are the first to start it. Nalanda was built. However, it does also depend on if... I want to describe it. It depends on if any of the cities or any of the civs have a faster route to it. That does kind of depend. Okay, I do want to finish this up. So we are going to do these. Let's do syncretism first. Trust me on that. Well, you don't have to. I think syncretism is just better. We'll do Colosseum. Hey, look at that. We can put it right back where it was. Now, Colosseum should get us 1 happiness and 1 gold on quarters. So yeah, that kind of works out. So we'll give that a shot. Our scout is our scout still alive? I think he is. Holy cow. Have you done enough for me, though? Have you done enough? You haven't. Also, to be fair, I think we are kind of done on the islands. Or, not on land, anyway. That's good to know. Oh, wow. So he went to war, and he's all over here, huh? Oh, well. More power to you, I guess. To be fair, I'm the one that should acquire Xerxes, if possible. He's got land. That might be a next stage thing. I really don't care about grabbing him right now. I'm going to leave him be. So, now that we've checked that, let me go ahead and change my policies. I will drop the scout, and we'll just grab some happiness in our settlements. Everything else I'm kind of okay with for now. Our growth rate is, I think, still important to a degree. Manchester at this point probably should just be a mining town, in all honesty. We're going to wait a turn. That way I can get the, get the settler out. Ooh, what got built now? Terracotta Army. Good thing we didn't go that way, I guess. Trade opportunity with Parsa. I'm probably up for that. All right, yeah, let's get through here. Valencia. Man, she had a cool area to work with here. That's amazing. I'm not really jealous. I'm just saying, like, she's really working it. She's working it over here. Gilgamesh has become friendly instead of helpful. Okay. I gotta be a little careful of him. All right, let's move through here. Nope, not next turn. I need a guy. Purchase that. We can get our movement over here. Hopefully this is fresh. Let's see, 1, 2... Okay, we can contest that. That's fine. This looks like a great... Actually, I might come in one. I might be inland on this one. So I'll have 2 places that are not coastal, but that's fine. Isabella! Jeez, you're at 7 of 8. Come on now. Gilgamesh went from friendly to helpful again. Okay. And then Xerxes has changed our relationship to neutral, I suppose. Okay, I understand that, but no. If I go here... It's actually pretty good. I won't be coastal for the one ability, but I can put all my stuff down for it, so that's even better. All right, yeah, let's explore this way if we can. All right, now we're over here. At least I kept one alliance. All right, let's grow our town. Bradford, let's start getting towards the silver. I would love to get some of these camels up and running, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. All right. Yeah, these are explorations. Oh, Alexander has settled too close to me. Oh, I mean, I'm actually not even mad about that. I could care less. Yeah, that's not... It's not a big deal. At least to me. Yeah, let's secure the pearls. I didn't grab the big game, but it's fine. Ooh, 3 food and towns. Yes, please. Definitely. Definitely a big boost. Okay, we can change some stuff if we want. Not really feeling it. I need to get Hull built up. Hopefully after Colosseum we can put some stuff in there. I could also just buy things too. Maybe I do that. Yeah, let me check Hull here real quick. I could get a market. Yeah, maybe we buy that market, huh? Ah... That is unfortunate. Not where I want it. I would like right here, which means I have to get lighthouses first. I could buy my library, though. I'm for that. I am for the library. That should actually be a 4. Oh, it just doesn't... That's right, it doesn't count it, because that's a 3. Yep, okay, that number is correct. So let's go ahead and put that in. Beautiful. All right, so that's there. That means I can also slot 2 more codices, bringing us up to 107. Goodness, Isabella, you need to chill out. Got all this science. Is he willing to open his borders? He rejects my borders. Okay. That's unfortunate. We're just going to have to deal with that. All right, so there's that. We're about to be in position for this settler, which will be perfect. I don't really care for the sheep, but I do like the capture that this offers, so that's kind of my thought. We don't need to scout this, so let's go this way. And we're at 465. I could make another purchase. Manchester's at 525. It's getting closer to being a thing worthwhile. Okay, I don't like that. I do not like that. I'm actually going to buy a wall because they keep attacking this capital. And I'll buy it in Manchester, too. There we go, a little... Ooh, that feels a little safer. Feel a little more comfortable, you know? A little fresh. All right, there's syncretism. Let's change our... Oh, wait, we have to hit OK because we have to syncretize first. There's the Great Library. We do need this building. Science on all my science buildings across my empire. And I get 3 Great Work slots and 3 innovation. So this is a must build for us. I believe we are the first still. Looking at all this, these look great. It's funny because... Alexander is playing Greece, but I'm going to just grab my culture and stuff here. We're going to select this. That gets us another policy. Let's go ahead and finish this out. And as for our build, let's go for... All right, we finished all this. We could move to Halicarnassus. Let's at least get our lighthouses unlocked, so that way I have, like... Yeah, I can put this here and then I can get a good... Yeah, I can get stuff going economically on that. Okay, oh, there we go. Sign of tradition. So science on culture and culture on science. So that's going to boost us. So we're at 103 and 44. 104 and 46. Not much, but it's better than 0. It's better than 0. All right, so that's pretty good. Yep, those are pretty good spots. I like the movement here. We don't get the cotton, but I don't care about that. He will be upset because we can stop him from getting the horses and the camels. So let's go ahead and put this in place. There's Liverpool. Yep, Alexander's not liking that, to be fair. Okay, so horses and all this. I have enough for a building. I'm going to put a building down first. Probably start with a granary, maybe. No, we got a lot of woods. Let's start with a saw pit. There we go. Saw pit that. Do this. Now we've blocked him out of all the good stuff he could have had. And even though we don't have any science off this, we can do science on this and make magic happen. So yeah, he's going to be upset, but it's fine. London was attacked by Jishi, so that's who's up here. Jishi having a little fun time, huh? I have 197. I need a little more gold. I'm going to buy an archer. All right. I know that I know nothing. First to study philosophy was Isabella. Good for her. Because they have fixed that, by the way. Let's secure this. All right. And then I think Manchester's done right now. 450 to be a city. I'm not feeling a city. I think I'm feeling a mining town. Camps, woodcutters, clay pits, mines, and quarries. Or we could do an urban center. I mean, that does have some merit. You know, being an urban center. We could do a double and things like that. We have doubles over here. Oh, we have a good triple here if we do an urban center. So there is that. And these should be staying, I would think. I just don't have a good culture building area. It's my only issue. I'm going to do mining anyway. Yeah, we're going to do mining. Gets us up to 49 production. All right, now as for your growth, I keep saying I need these, so let's go ahead and acquire them. There we go. So now we have camels. We're going to go ahead and throw the camels into Hull, because Hull needs it. All right, let's get you some more food, Hull. There we go. 28 food. That's... Oh, Liverpool... Yeah, let's move this. You don't... Manchester's now a mining town, which means I'll actually move the rubies into Manchester. Actually, you know what? Let me do this, because that's actually... Yeah, this is actually better for Manchester, I think. We'll see. So we got the production. This looks good. I could move some dates. I'm actually fine with that. Who has the lowest on food? You're all about even. So Bradford could use some food. So, yeah, let's do that. Put you up to 17. Let's throw some gold in here. Actually, yeah, let's just move this food, because this food and happiness is universal. And we could throw some happiness. Actually, give me the... No, you're both building wonders, so I can't do that. Give me the culture here, though. That actually will equate rather well. Oh, and we're one turn on a celebration. That's great. Okay, so where are we at now? All right, we can go this way. Pretty well scouted, except for up here. We need one more Codicy slot, and we have 3 Codices, 2 slots, so that's great. I mean, we could just buy a library in a place when we make it an urban center, which, if I'm being fair, Bradford would be a great urban center. But I'm going to let them grow for now. Oh, you do need a archer. There you go. Yeah, for protection. Oh, I needed it there, but that's fine. Okay, we're about to get Pyramid of the Sun, unless we get one turned. So let's see if we get Pyramid. Do we get the Sun? We were one turned on Pyramid of the Sun. That is ridiculous. Unmet player built that. So, that's crazy. Guess what we're doing? 3 turns on Great Library, then. And we're putting it right back where we had it. Pyramid of the Sun. There we go. If I don't get Great Library, that's going to be ridiculous because, like, no... I don't know. I was... You know what? I'm making sure I'm getting these wonders. Okay. I'm making sure at this point. Our scout can have his movement and sight back. Man, it sounds like I crippled the man. Good grief. That sounds like I crippled him. Yeah, you can move and have sight again, I guess. Goodness, that sounds just terrifying. All right, let's get our altar. That's 3 extra production we can work with. That's nice. Let's get you in here. Keep you moving. And let's see if we can get... Is this really still 3 turns? Alright, so be it. We're now 2 turns on Colosseum. Let's see if we can just get these going, please. It just finished it. Dude, that's ridiculous. Holy crap. Okay, the place for the cure of the soul. I would say that. I feel very, like, cured right now. What the heck? Okay. There you go. Done. Great library. What the heck? Just came out of left field. I thought I had to wait. Holy cow. I'm going to do a specialist at this point. Oh, my goodness. What? That's ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to grab some wild game for Liverpool here. Isabella's changed our relationship, but she's still in an alliance with me. Okay, we need this academy. Definitely. This is a 9. I mean, that is just an amazing spot right there. And then we'll put our amphitheater here. That's a big boost. Yeah, let's finish those up. Then we'll probably put some more walls in. Let's do our resources. Oh, yeah, we have wild game. We'll probably throw that into, I think, Bradford. would be good on that. So we got a little extra food. Our clucking deer, very weird, but hey, I don't ask questions. There we go. That's an even. Definitely want that. I'd love to put happiness in, but we're good where we're at. We're one turn on Colosseum. Maybe we can get that. I'm not even going to check what we're doing in terms of this because I feel like that'll jinx it. Although, then again, it probably doesn't even matter anyway. Let's see what happens. Are we good on Colosseum as well? We are. Wonderful. While stands the Colosseum, Rome shall stand. When falls the Colosseum, Rome shall fall. And when Rome falls, with it shall fall the world. The Venerable Deity. Also, a beautiful spot to put a Coliseum, I must say. Great. All right, we got codices, we got merchant class stuff. Let's see about our policies if we want to change them. We can have more slots, which I'm not opposed to. I can also build buildings faster, which that actually sounds great to me. So I'll build buildings faster. Oh, we got another scientific attribute point, so let's get 50 more science. That's probably not a turn of science at all. Oh, let's save on money and buildings. Oh, look at that. We got navigation out of the way. And do we want to push another science point? I mean, economics would get us some gold, which would be handy, but I think we have enough silver and gold to kind of hold us over, I think. So I think instead we should do another science point. So before we do, let's see where we're at. So this is already built, right? Okay, but it does have a codicy. No, do wheel. Wheel would be great. Yeah, we're probably way behind on GDP. Yeah, we're in 10th, but we're last place at GDP. Culture, we're actually doing okay, surprisingly. Military's whatever. Isabella's got us beat by a point in scientific, but we did get this, which is that's a lot more than people think. So I'm going to do science. I'm just going to push the science tree. And we could go down a science for each settlement with a resource, specialists. I say we do our tech masteries because that actually equates to our culture, which is really big for us. Okay, let's go ahead and secure another camel, actually. That'd be great. And let's go into probably tactics. Oh, well, we do need to get our things, don't we? So this gets us happiness on wonders. And then where's our... Oh, and then philosophy gets us our culture on great works. Okay, we do need to get up to philosophy at some point. There's our... Oh, that's innovation. We do want literacy. Let's get our last settlement limit first, though. I think that would be a great idea. All right, Colosseum's done. No more wonders at the moment. We do need to get building, so let's start building. So there's our harbor. Okay. Lighthouse is going to go... Oh, yeah, we definitely want the most gold out of it. So let's put that there. Okay. The Academy will definitely go on this 9 tile. Holy cow, that's great. Yeah, so Academy there. We do want a monument, which would go here. Market, can't build yet. What else we got? We do have a saw pit with one... yeah, we'll go ahead and put that saw pit in. We don't need granaries. We'll put that there. Gardens and markets will have to wait. Amphitheater would go over here. Actually, cancel the amphitheater. Yeah, cancel that for now. I might end up moving that. All right, so yeah, let's do the ones, and then do we want to do the monument? Yeah, let's do the monument first, and we'll work off of that. I like that. Yeah, so let's go with that. So moving on. Oh, you took the camels. I don't... Actually, you know what? Yeah, keep the camels because you get the most use out of this anyway. And we can be the Ming Dynasty. How about that? If we so choose. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this, so let's move on. Let's keep going. I need you to get up here to see what's going on. We have our 2 cities, which is more than enough. I just like having multiple cities, but you don't need them. All right, so that's 6 to 6. We got to work our way towards our last settlement limit. I do kind of want to deal with this. Where is my other... I made a second commander. I know I did, right? Where's my other commander? I should have 2 commanders. Wow, he's just not here. That's actually kind of annoying. I do need that. I also don't know if I have any other wonders available for me, but we'll see. I'm not too concerned about it. We have a total of 5, which is actually pretty good. All right, so Xerxes, we've completed our stuff, changed his relationship, and Alexander has been neutral to friendly. So he was upset, and now he's not, so that's good. Oh, wow, that's a really good Colossus right there. Okay, so Liverpool's available. We're making good money, good headway. Bradford, I kind of want to put down some buildings. I don't think we can specialize yet, though. Oh, we can. I almost feel like doing it. The granary does actually have merit. Question is, do I want to put a granary over here? Oh, wait, no. Well, actually, yeah, we can put a granary over here. Because if we do our sciences here... Oh, well, wait, we won't get barracks. So, this would probably be science. And I could do a culture here, I guess. 3, 1, 2, 3. If I could get over here, this would be the ideal culture areas to make use of. So it is something to think about. Because, yeah, there's a double here. That is a closer one. Yeah, that does have some possibilities for us. Personally, I'd rather get the most adjacency out of my science that I can. That's my opinion. All right, so maybe we do that. Bristol's still growing. Might stop that soon. We're getting close to the crisis. Oh, you're filled up. That's great. Let's actually go ahead and get those guys out. Yeah, let's get those at least holding lines. Okay, I made up my mind. Bradford will be a urban center because I can make purchases. So let's go ahead and secure our library. Yeah, I'd rather just have a 7. So there's our library. I'm going to go ahead and purchase a saw pit in here, and then I'm going to put you back to growing. And, oh, yeah, let's go ahead and slot some codices, huh? There we go. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're close to our number. All right, so what we happen here? 8 gold buildings for Isabella, and then foreign trade routes. Have 8 gold buildings from someone else. All right, we're growing again. I would like to... I don't care about that wild game anymore. Secure this. Bristol... Okay, that's 11 turns. I'm going to keep that going. And then we're just going to build a fortification here. I have a little cash. I'm actually going to buy a merchant. I'm going to try to trade with Xerxes here. And if I could, I would like to trade with Isabella as well, because getting some of those trade routes would be, you know, another boost of like, hey, let's keep them around. And they'll like me more. I can't trade with Gilgamesh, unfortunately. He's too far away. But, oh, 150 science. All right, we're cruising on that science some more. Let's go ahead and secure... I like this. Let me go grab this. That way we have the elephants available next stage, because sometimes they'll rearrange your stuff. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that, but they do kind of do that. Brickyard could have a little work, but not much. Could end up stealing that next stage. Oh, wait, that won't matter, because that's clay. That goes away. We do need something here. That way we can get out here to secure fishing tiles. So I will go ahead and do them all. So let's go ahead and do a granary here. Then we can start getting fishing keys and stuff. So that's great. All right, diplomatic actions. I'm just going to accept this. I think... Are you still at war? Let's find out. Is Xerxes still fighting people? He's at war with just Alexander, so we could ally with Oh, he's allied with Gilgamesh. Let's see if Gilgamesh is willing to accept my alliance. Oh, well, he's at war as well then, isn't he? Oh, he's just hostile. Well, let's see if he's willing to have an alliance. He does accept the alliance. Okay, great. We're back up to 2. Which means Xerxes might like us some more. Speaking of liking us, let's go ahead and talk him up. I'm almost... Yeah, I'm willing to do that. He's the only one with double digits culture like me. All right, we're going to grab the food. I love that. I love that for us. All right. We can 1-turn navigation. Oh, wow, we can 1-turn a lot of things. But let's go ahead and... Oh, let's 0-turn this. Mainly just so we can get through our culture tree faster. Because we still have 2 turns of culture as science, which is ridiculous. All right, we're going to go to Parsa. And it looks like we can trade with Isabella if we wish. And I do kind of wish for that. So if I can get to Liverpool, I have to do it like next turn. Next 2 turns, probably. 50 excess happiness, good for them. There's Terracotta unlocked. Great. I mainly just do this so I don't have to keep going in and out. That is kind of annoying. Do I have resources to slot? I think everything's slotted. Okay, yeah, we're good. So what's our actions? Oh, we can support this. Perfect. Now we're making more gold. I need to send her a trade. All right, we don't have enough. I'm going to just go ahead and move on. Let's get a fishing key. You know what? I am going to crush this, even though we will lose a reef. Yeah. Actually, no, maybe not. Well, I'd have to be... Never mind. I was wanting to do some things here, but am I going to do gold? I don't think so. Let's just go here then. Yeah, just scratch that option. All right, next up, well, we already have this out of the way. I'm going to head down our stuff first. Let's get that going. All right, so there's our Goza. That's a whole thing. Oh, right, because now we're in military. That's good. We are pushed to that. I think I did lose a guy. Are you joyous? Oh, you are. Oh, that's why it got done in 1 turn. Is joyous when you're in a celebration is like... Is it 20%? It is 20%. That's why it 1-turned it. Holy cow. All right, everybody else is happy. I do want to settle up here, and I might want to destroy this. So, you're building an amphitheater. Oh, you have a lighthouse and villa. That actually is kind of handy. I do have a double over here I can work with, too. I do need to do these as well. How many turns for a commander? 11. I should have had a commander. I know I built a commander. All right, so let's move on. Okay, 10,000. Good. People spending gold, grabbing achievements. Let's go ahead... and secure these camels, I think. Seems like a good idea. Drop this, add this. There we go. Now we have some slots. All right. Okay, so that's all the way up there. Good. We've figured out how that land looks, so we can move on. It looks like I didn't go all the way down and around like I should have, but it's whatever. Looks like we got some actions. Alexander's changed our relationship, and Alexander is friendly with us. 50 excess happiness. I just never really focus on that. I probably should focus on happiness more. This hole in my empire is annoying me, by the way. Every time I look at it, it's just, oh man, I hate this. I'm not settling this either. If someone does it, I'll be peeved, obviously. But I'll just have to accept it. All right, 470. I wonder how much it is to buy a commander. 2,000 gold. Are you kidding me? Good grief. All right, we're just gonna let that go then. I'm better off building him. Next mountain got built. I forgot about that. All right, we've unlocked the blacksmith in the arena. 10,000 gold. Good for them. All right, let's go ahead and secure maybe elephants. Yeah, let's secure elephants. Oh, we can get the sheep. Okay, I didn't count right. That's a plus. Oh, that's right. We can sport these for free. I love that. I love that ability with Gilgamesh. It's great. Okay, let's go for Halicarnassus. I don't think we'll be able to build it because we weren't going this way, but hey, you know, we want it anyway. So, ooh, an economic point. That is glorious. Okay, now where are we at? Ooh, I like that. So drop. This is going to drop me, what, like 2 culture? Oh, wow, 4 culture. In a time when I do need culture. It's kind of a, hey, get back in there, okay? So now this is 4 gold. How much does this give me? So that's 11 up to 13, so that's 2 gold. Oh, so that's 4. And then is this... All right, so it's still basically a 2.7. So yeah, let's just take all the gold. We'll do the rubies. We can worry about the jade later. Unless I want to move a crab. I don't think we do. Nope, everything looks fine to me. Yep, that works. We'll just hold on to that jade, I guess. All right, perfect. I might see if I can get him back home. There's Sanchi Stupa. Yeah, pretty much all the wonders in the culture tree are not going to be ours. Chart stars and spherical earth. Found 8 settlements. Yeah, we do have to found 8 settlements as well. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Move the food to here. Alright. Then I can put the jade here for optimal effect. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so that means she's way ahead of me now. Oh, no. Someone else is way ahead of us. So I'm 13, she's 18, and someone's at 19. I do need to do these abilities. I'm going to bring you back home. So that's your focus. And turns on the commander. Not ideal. I don't really have much of a choice. Because I have to have this commander. I know I built a second commander. I know it happened. So that's kind of annoying. I don't know if he died or something or what, but he's just gone. We are overflowing in the treasury, so we do need to think about that. What do we want to buy? Liverpool, maybe. Altar does not have an effect on me unless I want to go for oh, wait, that's wonders, which I don't think's happening. I need 2 more altars. That's a possibility. Espionage, that's not money. Trade routes, gold buildings, founding 8 settlements, which I will get. I don't know if I'll do founders 4 corners of the world or not, but we'll see. All right, nothing else really jumping at me. I do need to complete this. We want astronomy next age. I need 2 more codices. We're exploring this rather well. I don't think we'll get our free settler, though. I don't think that's happening. Okay, so no upgrades to be had. Bradford, I know what we do. Yeah, switch you back to urban because we have buildings we can purchase now. Let's definitely get an academy. Plug that in. And let's do our monuments. Yeah, we'll just take the 4, I think. Unless... No, I don't really want to crush and move around like that. Yeah, we'll just take the 4. We'll move you back to growing. 4 turns. Perfect. So we got that set. That's more science for us. We're at 170, which is really good. Really good. We're about to enter the crisis, so we do need to finish some things up. Like, we need to get through this. I want to do future tech a few times. We only have 2 more... Oh, my bad. 3 more of these, which we have to grab. So we're all looking great. We have plenty of room for this stuff. I also need to push, after we are through this, our goal is literacy and philosophy. So we'll just push philosophy next, because we need our traditions. Those are going to be very important to us. All right, so that was an endeavor thing going off. We could push our science even more, or I could put down some specialists, which I'm not opposed to. So let's do the specialist. Get that plugged in. Still joyous. Good. That's 22. Okay. Wonder if that has to keep rising or if that's kind of a constant. Oh, we found Torres del Paine. Interesting. Okay, so this was the second homeland, which means not over here. This, okay, yeah, it is out in the water. Hopefully there's a settle nearby. I want to snag that. Really? Go. You're stuck. It's so annoying. We're 8 turns on the commander. We have some money building again. Someone got 12 codices. That's great. All right, let's go to building. Hall is done. I think we're going to go for this stuff right now because we're taking care of the commander elsewhere. I do want to make these buildings, of course. I do need a blacksmith, definitely. All right, secure the blacksmith. That's a 4 that we can work with very well. And then let's go for chart the stars. Yeah, we need to get those innovation points. Can't leave those sitting on the table. Speaking of which, I need to send out my delegations again. And there's Halicarnassus, so we aren't getting that wonder. That's fine. Like I said, didn't really think we would do it. Okay, we've entered the crisis. What is the crisis? It looks like Isabella was already doing well at it, which is pretty ordinary. Pretty common. All right, so there's that. I will definitely take this in towns. He's giving it for free. I'll take it for free. All right, what's our policies? What are we doing? Oh, okay, so it's the war one. So I founded all my settlements. -6 in settlements more than 9 tiles away from my palace. That would hurt me. I probably could just take... That's going to be a -6. So let's take the -6. More than 9 tiles away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that would definitely affect Liverpool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so Hull, or Bradford would be affected. Liverpool, and probably whatever I settle up here. Fair enough. All right, can you get through here, please? Thank you. All right, we're at 819. I'm going to purchase a boat, or maybe a building. Boat it is. So let's get a quad, because I'm going to prep that for this assault over here. I might destroy this building, unless it's already taken care of. All right, there's Halicarnassus. We can't get it. Unfortunate. Not a big deal. Let's secure this. That way we have these tiles available, which means I'm starting to make more granaries. Or granaries is starting to be more of an option, I mean. Okay, we can future tech, but we got to finish this stuff up. This has more... Actually, yeah, let me grab that real quick. All right, yeah, I'm going to start advancing on this possibility. I need to see what's up here. All right, so what we got? Someone else researched all the techs first. That's crazy. There's our settlement limit. Let's go ahead and secure the silk. Yep. I'm just going to keep supporting all these. Who finished all the tech masteries? In that case, does it even matter if I do that? Oh, wait, it does, because it's going to push me through my culture, which I need to do to at least get philosophy. Let's get no more wonders, so just influence. Don't really think I have stuff to slot. Let's just save money on our units. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I had one resource. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll take that. At least everything we have slotted. So that's kind of nice. All right, you guys need to run. Okay, we're at 928. We almost have this commander ready. I need a settler. I'm going to wait because I can buy chart the stars. Oh, we can buy villas in our settlements. That's right. That's actually pretty handy. Yeah, we could just keep this as an influence hub for a little while. I like that. That's actually a great idea. So there's that. Okay. That actually turns out pretty handy. We can just hold on that, and we'll lose some adjacencies and stuff, but it is what it is. All right, you're growing. I'm going to take another... This will always be a good tile. So we'll go ahead and take that. So that's at least 2 specialists. None of... Okay, these give codices and nothing else. So really the only option would be just pushing future tech. Oh, wait. No, I want to finish these. That way I can get through my... Right, culture tree. I almost forgot. Almost forgot about the culture tree. All right, so what we got over here? Oh, this has been befriended. Okay, that means we can't destroy it. So let's get a... All right, 600. Next turn, we're just going to settle up there. Yeah, we're just going to come back then. We can't destroy that. It's been befriended. 4 corners, 8 settlements. Good for them. We could do 8 settles. That's not too difficult. I'm being attacked. That's a shocker. Actually, I don't even care about dealing with that. Okay. Well, since they're befriended, I know they won't attack me, so that's a positive moment. All right, what's this? Okay. All right. So there we go. That's pushing us through the tree. We got our 12 codices, so we can take more science on stuff next stage. Let's get the last one just to make sure we're getting through this. You get out of my way. That was an annoyance. You annoyed me to no end with that one. You can go home. Okay, not that far. I want you there. Thank you. Let's do this. I don't have any settles over here I'd want to do for 8 or over here. Tarsus. Oh, he turned it into a city. Good for him. I don't even want to do this. I do want to do 1 big settle here. This will actually be great. Oh, yeah, that's a perfect... Yep, we'll go there. So let's secure our settler. We'll be at 7 of 7. Sadly, we won't be at 8 unless we want to spark a war with someone and do that. Okay, he took the camels for this age, and I don't really care. We're just going to hit OK. Oh, we completed our 10 endeavors. That's great. We finally got our army commander. I need to finish some things up, so give me a blacksmith. I could do a villa and an arena. I like that. Do the arena first, because that'll be the first to grow over, and then the villa. And then I need to get walls. I also need a lighthouse. All right, that's a 3. Yeah, I definitely want a 4, at least. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. All right, let those buildings go. Surplus influence. Anything in particular? I could get more culture off of my culture buildings, which would be a good idea. So let's plug that in. Happiness on wonders, maybe. Actually, I don't need this anymore, so move this, give me this, and I'll snag... Yeah, there we go. There we go. 84 culture now. Let's bring you back home to heal. I see why it suggests that. I want to be here. All right, let's heal you. Let's at least have this prepped. Wherever you're right there, so you actually close everything off, so... I'm probably going to destroy that next stage. Okay, no, seriously, where's my commanders at? I just built another one and there's no commander. Okay, great game. So it's cannibalizing my commanders, not allowing me to have them. That's annoying. That's annoying as all get out. So I'm building them for no reason. I should be getting other stuff out of this then. Unless if I reload this and I get my commander's next age, but that doesn't help me this age, does it? So no wonder this war stuff is so difficult. I don't have half an army. Yeah, there's no commander anywhere around here. What a ridiculous notion. All right, heal up. Well, at least nobody fought us this age, huh? Silver lining. All right, there's the codices. We have no other option but to do future text now, which I'm fine with. It's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and secure this horses. I will support this. Might as well push as hard as we can. 67. Yeah, let's send him in research. And then looks like Gilgamesh is lowest on culture, so we'll hit him up again. All right, you are 1 turn on chart the stars, which works out great for us. Future tech. Yeah, we just gotta clean it up. Just gotta clean it up. Alright, you can go here and stay here, I guess. I'm not really... I suppose I could kind of prep for... Yeah, I should prep for exploration of the next age. I mean, it'd be dumb not to. Alright, so you have an altar. You do not. I know you do. You do as well, and you do not. Okay, so we do have the 2 spots where we can get altars from Chart the Stars, so that's perfect. Okay, so what was this? That was a project. Good for that. We've got Chart the Stars done. Let me go ahead and get a free altar there. And we'll put a free altar over here. And that gets us the ability to have piety next age, which is really good. Okay, now we can move on. Let's go ahead and secure another specialist. That brings us up to... Are we close to having 5 of 5? We're at 4 of 10 for having them, which would be the best. We're at 3 of 5 on the yields. An extra specialist limit would be pretty nice next age. Okay, so if we had 1 production for every 5 excess happiness, if we had 4 happy settlements that were conquered, we don't have any. And then if we had 4 wonders in a settlement with 40 happiness, we would have the culture. Interesting choice. Okay, we need to get some things going. We need spherical earth, for sure. We also need to finish up some other buildings, though. So let's focus. Villa goes here. Oh, both of these are doubles. Yeah, that's my influence hub. I need to get my culture and happiness here. That's fine. Market and garden over there. And let's get all that. That's 2, 4, 6. That's 8 whole turns, which equals 1 turn of the other thing. That's ridiculous. All right, I'm going to heal you. I don't even know if I bother with that, but sure. Okay, our settler's almost in place. That'll be nice. We'll at least be at our limit. Everybody else, only Xerxes has the 4 corners at the moment. And probably someone else we don't know. Have I not spent 10,000 gold? I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, we need 4 more resource slots, and we can have this. Oh, we are nowhere near that population. That'd be nice, though. Let me see. Yeah, we're close to astronomy. We just got to do one thing, which we should have time for with this age. What was I looking for? Oh, Empire resources. That would be interesting. Oh, I'm really close to spending that. Okay, let's acquire... What do I want to acquire? Can you... You can't take that anyway. Oh, I'm building there soon. I should probably grab this incense, honestly. Oh, well, we don't need that bonus, do we? Oh, let's go here. So that should bring us 1 step closer to a 30 plus. So we just need 1 more of those. And we're growing in 15, 12 turns. Might actually work. Oh, you're at 12 turns of growth? I need to make you be something. I think we'll do a fishing town. Unless... I could get a good gold building here. And I also have a great gold building here. What is this? Brickyards and saw pits. Okay. I could crush this, put a great gold building there. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. So we're going to be a trade outpost. The only downside is we won't get the adjacency later, but hey, whatever. Okay, so. Lighthouse. Why would this not give me a science? Oh, that's a reef. That's why. I'll take that science. Okay. Oh, hey, look, we have the money. Get back in here. Let's go for a villa, unless we have a good market. Oh, we have a 7 over here, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a 4 regardless. Perfect. We worked it out. Okay. Then we can just move our people around. Let's go ahead and get this. That worked out beautifully, actually. Yeah, that actually works out great. So, nothing else to really do until we put down our new settle. I dig it. All right, cool. That actually worked out great. All right, you need to go prep for next age, I suppose. Yep, 1, 2, 3. We can get the crabs. There's a settle option here still, but we can get both crabs, which can be very helpful. So, yep, let's go ahead and plug it in. Also, we can mess with whoever this is next stage, which I really want to do. All right, let's go ahead and secure this. I have a bit of money left. Get me a fishing key and a harbor, and we'll get those in. No brick... Well, there's a little bit of brickyard quality, not much. It's more of a saw pit area, which we'll make use of. So let's go ahead and do that. Great. Looking at that lovely science. 203. Isabella's still ahead of us, which I don't like. Oh, now I'm getting dropped down to 4th place. That's a little ridiculous. I think we'll be climbing soon, though. All right, there's 12 codices from somebody. Good for them. Yeah, that's the problem with Antiquity. It's really it's a crapshoot. There's Valencia. We'll send that way. Gilgamesh. Yeah, we can head to that direction. I don't know if they'll make it or not. I would love to befriend more people. I've been using the influence for other things, which I'm fine with. I'm not really complaining. Like, we're making full use of it, so it's fine. All right, let's move on. We're almost at the 80% mark, but I think we're looking pretty good. Good. So, oh, who has something to do? Oh, good. Ooh, who's at war? Alexander's at war with Gilgamesh. That's unfortunate. I'm going to have to cancel that alliance. I probably could fight Alexander a little bit, but I don't really feel like doing that, in all honesty. I'm pretty lazy. Okay, I can't reach that. That's fine. Let's go ahead and secure these. These elephants are going to be great next stage, so we're going to hold on to them. Let's secure the rubies. We'll do that first. I'm actually going to toss these up here, and you can just send this food on down here. Yep, I'm fine with that. Okay, that'll work, I suppose. I'm a little worried because I need to get my chart the stars option. Okay, you're still building stuff. Can I just buy this lighthouse? That would be great. Of course not. Okay, and now I have to put it back where I was putting it. There we go. All right, leave it be. I'll probably get through all this in haul first. 12 codices. Everybody's getting their stuff. There's Nalanda, which we can't even build anyway. Oh, that's a 3 innovation? I didn't know that. Okay, so you could have the double innovations if you... Okay. Well, we wouldn't have been able to get that anyway, but that is good to know. That is very good to know. Okay, most of my settlements are actually done growing. Let's cancel that. What else can we plug in? I think you know what? Yeah, I'll just take this science. Just confirm that we got those buildings going. All right, so Xerxes has declared war on Alexander, so they're all fighting. Oh, hey, I got my 5 of 5. Perfect. So that is an option now. Let's go ahead and secure the crabs. All right, I don't think we can... Oh, we can slot that. And we'll just go ahead and throw this in here. That's food that we can send to the capital and stuff. Okay, we can purchase buildings. The altar really has no use in here. It would just help with happiness. I could get a villa, though, which actually is a great idea. I don't want to get too overzealous. Let's see, that's a 3, and then this is a 4. Okay, yeah, we'll go here. That's actually great. I do want the villas down because they are influence that will stay the whole time. Oh, let's go ahead and get ancient walls as well. And I'm going to go ahead and secure that brickyard. Beautiful. We'll probably put the altar down. We still get a science out of it. Even though the altar won't be considered a worked building next stage. So we'll just have to see. 220. Hey, there we go. We're finally ahead on the science numbers, not the... Man, we're only a few points down. We're about to climb up, though. Where are we at on this? All right, a few turns. Spherical Earth. And then spherical... Okay, yeah. I'm going to plug Spherical Earth in here. Okay. We probably will grab that specialist limit, though. That'll be pretty handy. All right. Yeah, we need Spherical Earth. Other than that... sorry, I need to check my innovations. The only other innovation is getting future tech, which we're about to grab, and I don't think there's any other innovations in here. No, we've already snagged them. So, really, we just want to make sure we get our philosophy point so we can use that for great works if we need to, which would mainly have been for this age. It's so far back here, though, that's kind of annoying. But we front-loaded our science. I mean, what else can we say? All right, there's a future tech. That got us all the way to 86%. Also, it gave us some influence. Or not influence, some innovation. Oh, it gave us a cultural. Well, now we can get a little bit of our culture back, huh? All right, we might be able to do that again. -6 in cities, 6 in towns. I'll just take the 6 in cities. I only have 2 cities, and both of them... Oh, he's ecstatic. Probably not anymore. Yep, now he's just joyous. Yeah, that's fine with me. All right, London got its thing. We just don't have any resources to slot. All right, so I just need spherical Earth. That'll get us more innovation, which will then bring us... See, that'll be 5. That should bring us right up to 31. So that'd be great. And then, yeah, I forgot Nalanda had innovation points, so that kind of... That threw me. That threw me for a loop. Make sure we have all of our tiles in Liverpool. Honestly, Liverpool's kind of done. Oh, I do need a harbor. It's another science point. Oh, and we should definitely grab a villa, of course. We could crush this and move it. Actually, we should. This is a good, happy, and culture tile we can use next age. Secure that. A brickyard could be useful. We're going to leave it. Let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? We can slot... Actually, let me get out here. We'll make sure we have these tiles. We could have used that for slotting, but it's not a big deal. I feel... Okay, well, I guess the game felt that when I was thinking something different. Oh, I'm just going to accept. You guys can go fight yourselves, okay? I don't really care. No wonders left, so we'll just grab influence, which we have a ton of. I think we'll bank it for next stage. This is really appealing to me because the science on specialists would be pretty good, I would think. We don't have a slot for this. That's fine. We don't have anything to slot. Oh, we do have our scout still. He's healing. Let's just grab our culture on the palace to make sure we get through to at least our tradition. And look at that. Yeah, he almost died. All right, so there's this. Nenev. Wow, he Why did they give Gilgamesh such a spawn of, like, such protection? Good. I'm glad Xerxes finally decided, hey, I should settle near Gilgamesh. That was a great idea. You guys fight it out, okay? Give it a good old slugfest. Let's keep grabbing, people, actually. Yeah, that's going to hurt us a little bit, but that brings us to 5, I believe. Oh, 6. If I could get 4 more, that would be really good. We could do a granary, apparently. Oh, yeah, these all count as science, don't they? If only there was a river over there, I would be for it. Nope, we're just going to build some ancient walls at this point. I think that's the way to go about it. Bradford, I think we do have to get a granary at this stage. Honestly, going here to then allow stuff over here is not a bad idea, so let's do that. There we go. I can at least put my amphitheater there if I want. Oh, I don't have enough money. Well, then you keep growing, buddy. 6 turns? Okay, let's just do that. How many turns on these? So 1 turn, probably get a specialist. I don't think you'll be able to get another one in time. We'll just have to see what's happening here. 50 excess happiness, okay. Apparently people are fighting between my cities, which is weird. I'm gonna let it be, though. I really don't care. This is a decent gold area. I think I'm better off... Okay, this cancels out and just gets me 2 culture. So I'll do this one. Yeah, I'll do this one. There we go. That'll work. Do I need another codex? I don't. I have enough of them. Yeah, we have plenty. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we got 14 of them. And extras don't mean anything anymore. So let's just grab 200 culture. Help us finish this. That way we know we have it. And you're going to keep building me... Oh, well. I can only get 2 walls here. That's actually unfortunate. All right. Well, if I can only do 2 walls, we only do 2 walls. We'll see what else we can make. Okay. So be it. All right. We could do research initiatives because making commanders means nothing to me because they don't exist. So I'm just going to do research initiatives because I want to push future tech more. I'm all about future tech because that gives me more innovation points. Pushes it even harder. All right, there we go. We got our tradition. There's the scholar's ability. Okay, so joyous settlements get a culture on great works, which is actually what we need. What do I want to take out? Happiness is pretty nice. We really don't need this. Let's grab this instead. Oh, 120. Wow. All right, so crisis is now moving on. We're 10% left. That would just give me more science, so that's kind of useless. We'll try to get a future civic. Doubt it, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. All right, so what we got here? -10 in my capital, sure. I don't even care. He'll be able to take it. He's a big guy. Look at that. London's still just enjoying itself. All right, we'll definitely get Chart the Stars, which will be... or not Chart the Stars, the other thing. I'm actually going to sleep you. Or, yeah, I will sleep you. I don't need to activate you this age. Next age, you're more important to me. Because then that's a jump start to dealing with Isabella. Let's move ahead. Cool. So, which crisis was this? Because I don't even know. I just it didn't really affect me much. Oh, it's the happiness one, right? Happiness crisis, I believe. Okay, I could go for these crabs. Let's actually head out towards those. Something we can work with. I will support this. We're going to bank most of our influence for next stage. All right, let's activate this. There we go. That makes me feel a little better. Okay. Again, we're going to sleep this and activate it for next stage. That way we'll have tons of more options. Yep, he will probably die. Probably die. And there's astronomy. That's what we like to see. All right. An unmet player has completed first to study all generic civics and masteries. I'm worried about who's on the other continent with that type of stuff. Don't need to worry about this. Let's grab this. There we go. Let's check our attributes. Oh, we got a scientific one. That's actually great. Let's get a... Oh, yeah. Getting an adjacency on all these is going to be amazing. Okay, we could build a bath, apparently. All the way out here. That's... Okay, good to know. I don't really see a reason for that. I'm going to build walls. I'm going to need some of those. All right. Yep, you guessed it. We're just going to slot these in here. Oh, look at that. We got 26. Look at us go. Look at us. All right, we're almost 10 turns in. There's really nothing else. Am I ahead in innovation? I'm down by 2 points. No other way to acquire any more except through future techs, which we are going to get a second one. And how many does that give? Gives 2 innovation. Okay, so yeah, we'll get some innovation out of that. That'll put us even. It is what it is. It's still not bad. It's pretty good. Okay, yep. We're just going to build walls here at this point because our other place is doing innovations for us. Try to run away. He will die. This will probably be his death throw right here. All right, someone else is fighting. Good. All right, so everybody's doing their thing. We're doing our thing. Just keep going. Yep, it's just between the scout and this. There's Tushpa. Did he get an 8? He's at 9. All right, there's the 10 turns. Beautiful. Now it takes 2 turns to build these walls. That's unfortunate. All right, just do whatever you want. I really don't care. Just focused on building walls. Probably gonna die. We won. We are doing very solid on the science. There's Sanji Stupa. We've increased our GDP ability. Hey, we're up to 8th place. Oh, we're down to 5th in cultural. That's interesting. 4th place militarily. That does kind of make sense. An ability. Could also do... Oh, I think the idea here would also be an urban center. I have some culture here I can work with, and I have some science I can work with. And I have enough gold to do it. Yeah, let's make you an urban center as well. There we go, because look, I can get an 8 on this library. Oh, well, I guess it would be a... Why is this a 9? Probably because of this science here. Let's do the academy, and then we can do a monument. Oh, actually not monument. Oh, yeah, we can. There we go. And an amphitheater. It just leaves a brickyard. Might as well fill it in. Yeah, we'll put that there. And then we'll just leave that as a urban center. That way it's getting science and culture on the stuff. I'm going to go ahead and grab this one. Might as well have the pearls. Oh, hey, you guessed it. Build me another wall. That one looks good. Looks like a great wall. Oh, well. Actually, not a great wall. Oops. Okay, so Bradford, it grows in 12 turns. That's not enough time. I'm going to put you back to an urban center. Let's get that amphitheater in, huh? Beautiful. Now we have spots to make culture buildings, which I'm for. Anything else need to grow? Portsmouth, we'll leave alone. That can work a bit. I would like to get a... We got to finish up our stuff here. The fact I don't have commanders to show what I can work with is annoying, so I can't really figure out the best way to move my army. So that's unfortunate. All I have is this guy. My thought is I need to plan for this, so let me get a settler for that area. I might do one more settler too. What's this? Found 8 settlements. I'm glad everybody but me did that. I don't even think I'm going to go for that anyway. There's a future tech, 7 turns. We have an economic. This is our bread and butter right here. 2 gold for every tech and civic mastery and an age. That is great for us because that's all we do. Okay, we could. Yeah, let me get over here. That equals out. So narrative choice, 30 production towards merchants. Just give me 200 gold at this stage. I will definitely take that. Even though we're nearing the end, the happiness is very helpful. 8 turns to grow. I don't think we have enough time. How far are we on the specialists, by the way? We were 2 away. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get it. Almost. We would almost get it. Just keep making walls for me, please. That's going to be handy. All right. You just need to get in the water, pretty much. Yeah, let me see how many turns we have left. It's like... I think it's exactly like 7. It's like 1 turn less than our growth. That's 2 turns. Yeah, we're not going to make that. All right. Would have been pretty cool, though. All right, there we go. Let's secure this. This will also make sure nobody really goes through here unless they're allied with me, which I like. All right. So we got that one. Yeah, this is just 1 turn too many. I don't think I can slow that down at all. Give me the influence. 8, 10. I grab the food. That might... it puts it at exactly 6 turns. Another wall. I might actually be able to get all the walls in London before that. At least... So that's 3 turns. Yeah, hit me up a 4 on that. That way, at least you're on the most outward tip. Looks like everybody's accomplished almost everything, so... Okay, this is 4 turns and 4 turns, so maybe I get it, maybe I don't. Well, I'd have to put a specialist in, wouldn't I? I almost messed that up. So yeah, let's put this in. All right, let's move on. What else can you do? We only have 4 turns left. Man, I know I made those commanders. Maybe they'll reappear. At least get me 2 horses. I think that's a great idea. Okay, just do whatever, man. I don't know what else to do with you. Now, 2 horses would at least have something I can work with. Isabel has sparked an action against me. She stole a bunch of science. I forgot I could do that. Let's get that wall in. Yeah, I could have stole science from somebody, couldn't I? Oh, well. That's 26 resources. Oh, there's Monk's Bound. Yay. Okay, what else we got? All right, there's a horse. I'll just put you here for now, I guess. I don't know where everything's at. That's what's kind of hurting me. Was that chart the stars? All right, so... Oh, an explosion. Hey, do I need to fix anything? I sure do. Oh, you don't have a villa. You need that. You should have a villa, 100%. All these are 4s. I'm going to go here. Yeah, let me check that real quick. Everybody should have a wall. Okay, everybody has walls. Check. Does everybody have villas? No. You need a villa. Putting it there would be pointless because I'm going to actually destroy that. Most of these... Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, because I'll probably destroy that for something else to get an active science on it. That's just how that goes. Oh, there is... Okay, that makes more sense. We're going to do that. There we go. And we can secure... Oh, we can secure the dies, actually. That's great. Yeah, we'll actually secure the dies. That's a great idea. None of these really matter, so I'll just grab the culture. Looks like I could have grabbed a future civic if I was paying attention. Anything I can make in, like, a turn or 2? I feel like we could. Let's go for a ballista. That could be pretty helpful. We finished both of our horses, so we have no turns left. Got 1 turn. Get me a ballista. Yeah, some siege equipment would be nice. Trade opportunity with Nenev now. That's nice. I'll just plug that in anywhere. All right, you're just gonna put you over here. All right, let's finish this out. I don't care, dude. If you die, which you will because I did that, I don't even care. All right, so this is the final turn. Everything's in place. All right, so we got growth rates, we got all that. So if I put a guy in, which we're going to do, if I go here, I got it. Oh, we got it. Okay, cool. That is awesome. That's going to be great for us. Antiquity is ending. No, not going to send you anything. It's the end of the age. All right, so we're about to do that. Let's command some units. Again, skip your turn. We got a ballista. We can just keep him where he's at. Same for you. And let's transition this age, shall we? We're going to stay Britain. We're going to stay Britain. So if we continue as Britain, we do not need Dotaku anymore. Yeah, that's only 50 influence the one time. So really, that's just more of an antiquity thing. Science, I think we're also good on that too. So let's plug that out. We set ourselves up perfectly for science, and now we need to see what we can plug in. So with that in mind, what should we head down? We could go for an economic attribute next stage. We could start with an extra policy slot. This is actually pretty powerful, now that I'm thinking about it. We could get a population in our smallest settlement every time. I think one thing we should do is probably the percentages. So let's get a 5% growth rate, because we want to go specialists, because we have quite a few specialists already. And, oh, I can get a culture from specialists. Oh, that could be... It's only one, though. There's only one, but that's one more than we had. We could get culture off of wonders. We have 5 of them, so that's at least 10 culture. 10 culture per age in cities with at least 1 wonder. Oh, well, there's that, and that's 20. That's actually better. What else do we have that we want to put in? We could do naval units. I think our continent is pretty much filled, unless we're fighting. I don't know if we're fighting or not. We could also do happiness for every social policy slotted in our government. We don't need to increase our celebration duration. I'm not feeling that. We could get, don't show me anything about commanders. This game has really just, yeah, it's great. Okay, so what else can we do? Punch card, we get 20 science for every age we complete a science building, so that's 40 science. So that equates pretty well. Oh, that's magic plant, which would be fun. We could also do a percentage on our masteries, actually. And to be fair, maybe we double down on the science ones. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a great idea. So let me just make sure we're good on that. Yeah, nothing else really jumping at us, really. Yeah, so let's get our percentage on the growth rate. That's a good one, because we do have specialists, and we're going to see about doing more specialist stuff. That's really what we want to do. So with that in mind, where are we on, where's our kite? I need a kite. There we go. We put this in, we can push through our culture tree a lot more effectively, and we want to get the innovations in our masteries anyway for exploration. So let's go ahead and confirm that. I think it's going to be a great pick. And let's transition to the next stage, shall we? I think we're ready to rip. Did pretty good. Looks fantastic. Yeah. Let's do it. So there we go, guys. That was Antiquity. I love how the game made me a liar, because I said, hey, I've been having a tough time. And this time it went pretty well. So kudos to us for that. Got lucky. Got real lucky. Sometimes I think luck does play a part in this a little bit. I know everybody else will probably be like, no, it doesn't. You're just not playing right. And yeah, you're probably right. Well, I know. I just, do a bit of this and a bit of that, just kind of give it a shot and see what develops. And I'm sure you guys probably see some play moves and you're like, hey, this would be better this way. And I'm glad I could teach you that through the error of my ways. So just something to think about. It's all supposed to be fun anyway, right? The whole point of playing games is to have a good time. So either way, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in exploration. Peace.